Welcome home, good hunter.
Are they allowed to do that? Life is Strange 4? I heard that Life is Strange is really good, but like I can't. I watched a little bit of it and I was just like, I don't know. This seems kind of like a young adult thing, but they're also doing like, I don't know, feelings-based magic or some shit. Welcome in, Glance. Good to see you. Glance is another streamer, and he is like super cool and stuff. You should go follow him. And if he has product, you should consume product, and then look forward to more product. Yeah, let's press the button. Welcome in, Tiarna. Here to lurk doing laundry. I'm also doing your laundry. Oh man, what a coincidence. I'm also doing your laundry. What's up? Yeah, we can. The Rimworld has its own music, so I'm just gonna turn mine off, and then I'm gonna press the snooze button twice, so I both buy back 10 minutes of your time, and I get my stupid ad break timer thing to work at the top right. Arches of Brow Stoic. Yeah, I'm right behind you. I'm folding. I'm folding your unmentionables. I probably, well, you know, I should probably stop now because it's gonna be awkward. Because, you know, I refer to your undergarments as unmentionables. Anyway, finally got a chance to join the stream that isn't 3 a.m. in the morning. True. I have a disproportionate amount of my viewership lives approximately 4 to 5 hours away from me. So it's unfortunate that some of them voluntarily destroy their sleep schedules in order to consume my content, which I appreciate. But is absolutely not healthy for them. And that's at least partially why I do it once on the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, is when we try to make it a reasonable time for everyone. I'm gonna tell Shroomy, tell her what? Tell her what, Coxgun and Rimworld. I'm gonna sip my coffee. Today's gonna be, it's gonna be laid back. Okay? If you enjoy Rimworld, even in like an esports type way, you're going to get pissed off. You're going to be very upset at me for lots of reasons. I'm going to make even more so than XCOM 2. I'm going to make a series of unforced errors that are going to lead you all to be killed. I should actually be taking names down. So I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something now. Alright, so we need to add some names for this. It's Franny B and Z Glands Z and Tiarna Silverpaw. Gonna add you to a list. Now there's only 3 colonists because we're gonna be doing the typical crash landed start. But undoubtedly there's gonna be more. What's this game about? I'm gonna believe you that you don't know what Rimworld is. So Rimworld is like a strategy survival colony builder thing. I have many mods on this. Almost none of them are gameplay affecting. except in a way that would make sense to me if I were trying to survive in a world like this. It's very slightly Western themed, in that there's like dusters and cowboy hats and things like that. But over time, as they've released expansions, it's moved away from that. It's moved away from that, and now it's just a science fiction-y colony builder survival thing where the ultimate objective is one of few things. The standard one is building your own spaceship and leaving the planet. Your ship is in orbit or something, or is like just traveling and then has an issue of some kind, and it crash lands to this Rimworld on the edges of space. Stoic loves a good rimming? Yeah, that's why you picked it. God damn it, Stoic, what am I hearing from your mods? So, Glance, you're going to become very intimately familiar with the 800,000 mods that I have. And you might be wondering, justifiably, why do I have 800,000 mods? It's because I'm only given like so many VIP slots. So I basically mod everybody that I super trust, okay? It's like in tiers, okay? Not a cult though. It's not a cult. Basically, once you've earned a certain level of my trust, you become modded, because that essentially treats you like a VIP, so it gives you the power to shout yourself out if needed. Typically not needed. For the most part, people are very good about shouting each other out and so on. But the people that I super like Tiara Silverpie, should just make a mod, even though, and you're not expected to do anything administrative. It's not a cult. It's not a cult. It's not just because everyone has to, has to come to the meeting every week or so and drink the mystery fluid does not mean that we are a cult. Tierna Silverpaw, yo Stoic, welcome in. Loom Newman, and YouTube chat. Let me add you to the Rimworld character list here. Loom Newman. Check out the band Black Magic Starship. I'm gonna put that in Notepad. Black Magic Starship. I will do that. We are multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch, by the way. So inevitably, when Twitch implodes upon itself, I will have an emergency eject button to start streaming on YouTube full time, and then we will find some other places we'll stream to. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm British, isn't it? The chat is 100% cult. It's not. Crucian also needs to be added on there. Crucian. Noxabata. Oh my god. Somebody get me my Victorian era fan now. Noxabata is a very cool person with a great voice. And she's also wholesome as fuck. I mean, I just kind of sat in her stream for about 40 to 45 minutes one day. And I'm pretty sure that my blood pressure lowered. I'm certain that's what I was feeling at the time. It was good. There was dopamine involved. Let's do Materna Silverpaw. You are so welcome. Oh my god. They last played World of Horror, which has been on my radar for about 1,000 years. I'm a colonist. Let's go. I enjoy their newest release, Burning Bridges. So I can't guarantee, Liam, that you're going to be a colonist. I can guarantee you that you've been added to the wheel that gives you a chance of becoming a colonist. And I also need to add Noxabata on here. Okay. We done did it. We done did it. New colony me. I'm gonna go over my preface one more time. I am not good at Rimworld, okay? And you're going to see that. Once we get into a position, if we get into a position where I'm stable and the colony is doing borderline fine, I am going to do something or neglect to do something that is going to kill everyone or indirectly leading to a fail state. I'm not expecting that we're going to finish this. I'm not expecting that we're going to play this until we get a goal done. I can't even guarantee that a goal is going to be done. I am basically just going to play this until God intervenes and says I should stop by sending like 800,000 mechanoids while I'm out on a trip or something. So crash landed. No, that seems good. Strive to Survive, which is exactly 1 degree more difficult than I'm actually prepared for. I'm enjoying the possibility slow. Okay, we're gonna do reload anytime mode, and it's not because I'm a coward. It's because I have over 60 mods that you can see by... Again, mods there. That's my whole mod list. I have not tested to see if this mod list is stable or not. I have just played with all these mods before, and I did a cursory check in their sometimes included section where they talk about what mods are compatible with what, and none of them said that they were not compatible with any other. So because nobody said that it's not compatible, I'm just going to naturally assume that it is. This makes me want to play Dwarf Fortress, but I'm waiting for Adventure Mode to be fully ported. Dwarf Fortress lives rent-free in my brain. I bought the Steam version at some point, and it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there until it has parity with the normal version. For anyone you backed, which is so much more boring now from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Honestly, if you don't accidentally destroy them all, what's the point? That's what I'm talking about. Anomaly settings, we're not going to... So Anomaly is the new horror-themed expansion. We're not going to do whatever the end game goal with Monolith is, because I don't feel like being set on a track of any kind. That just because there's a new end goal, I don't want to be forced to pursue said end goal. We're going to click on ambient horror, which means that horror type events happen naturally over time, but that it's not something that can be stopped by completing some goal that it's inferring. So we're gonna hit accept there, and we're gonna choose Cassandra Classic. I'm not good enough for Randy Random. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm just not. You'll see that for yourself. We're gonna do 100% randomized seed, and we're going to call the world Bimblor. All these are fine. The faction setup is fine on the right hand side, so we're just gonna generate and let it rock. Rimworld, I don't think they thought real hard about the name. It was 2013. It was a different time. They didn't invent rimming yet. Also, I already read that. Yes, click it and boom. Rim me, remove the wheel. Oh, that's right. That's gonna be a problem, by the way. I'm gonna need to be reminded. I'm gonna need to be reminded by my mods to remove the wheel over and over again. It's just how it's gonna go down. G. Nope, unable to add VIP. That's because I didn't type the name right. Z Glan Z Z and VIP Nox Bana. There it is, dude. We did it.
Oh, it's dope, man.
Okay, so one of my mods has me finding a landing site of some description. So I don't have to click on every one of these sections, every one of these little hexes here, and try to see, okay, well, does it have marble and granite? Or is it on a road? Or does it have a river? We don't necessarily... It will. Welcome in, Lazy Kitty Strawberry. Let me add you to the list of colonists ready to ritualistically sacrifice themselves, or whatever. Not a cult, though. Lazy Kitty Strawberry, adding to the colonist list. Welcome in. Let me lick you. No. No, you shan't. I'm not ready for that. It's so early in the day at 2:13 p.m. Eastern Standard, your regional equivalent. Advanced, we're gonna want a larger version of the medium cells. And I don't remember how to find... There it is. Okay. So this menu is one of the mods that was added. And it's prepare landing, so it allows me to select a bunch of different modifiers so I can curate exactly what I'm looking for. And then the game is going to print out I didn't mean to hit both buttons at the same time. That's my bad. Here, let me fix it.
Good hunter. Between you and me, Franny is so stinky even I can smell him.
Oops, that was the wrong one.
And I was not made...
Hang on.
I, the Firekeeper from Dark Souls 3,
hang on, I was a rebel.
think Franny is
Games
a
take too long now. We're gonna have so many lull
doo-doo
periods.
head that stinks
Is it
as
so
much
stinky?
as he farts.
It just
which
got
is
rejected?
literally
What do you
all the
mean?
time.
You didn't get rejected. I'm just not ready yet. I didn't even do my hair or my nails or put my high heels on. It's Saturday night and it won't be long. Temper forest because I'm a basic bitch. Terrain, we're gonna do flat. We're gonna do flat because I have this idea that I'm actually good enough to build in a non-mountain area. I don't know why I believe this. We're gonna turn off no dirt roads or dirt paths. Actually, no, we'll keep the dirt roads. But we'll say yes to any of these. Any of these is fine. River types, I don't really care. There is a water mill that you can use for power, but I don't necessarily need it, even though it's a cool feature. I do want to see if there's any sandstone and or slate and or marble. So we're gonna turn off, not sandstone, I mean granite, marble, or slate. We want included. I also don't like it when I find a perfect spot and I see that the minimum temperature is great. So we're gonna say that we want to find a spot that has a growing period of at least 25 days out of the year-round period, which is 60 days, and no greater than 40. I don't want any easy mode where I'm able to grow stuff all the time. Again, not good enough to actually make use of this. No, I'm not stinky. I am funny though. Call to Pro Stoic or Call to Shumi. Which one, chat? We'll be able to name it once we get inside. We just have to set up a little bit. Let's throw our nails together. What each side is offering. Well, okay. So this should be fine. I should just be able to send it now. Can I just save this? I want to save it. Save it. Preset LPL preset 0. Don't mind if I do. Sounds great. Okay, now we should be able to hit minimize, and it said that it literally found nothing. Not a single thing exists, and I think it's because I'm misunderstanding what these actually mean. I'm basically telling the game that I wanted to look for something that has a dirt road, stone road, asphalt road, and asphalt highway at the same time, and that's not at all how that works. So we're just gonna do, let's say, we're gonna say I want marble and I want granite. I want marble and I want granite, and I will say I don't care if it has dirt road, stone road. Stone road. If it has a highway, which is very rare, then we'll consider it. But we'll aim for an ancient asphalt road for movement bonuses. Because I have to give myself something. Like, I'm not actually good at the game, so I have to give myself something. Filter tiles. Minimize. Okay, on the right-hand side, it has shown me that it has found 57 options available to me. No, not 57. I don't know what this number means. It found places. So now we're going to try to find one of these spots that is not close enough to anything, any faction that's going to trigger early raids or anything like that. And yet we still want it within peaking distance, twerking distance of any settlements that happen to be around. What is this? Terrain me. Large asphalt road, or ancient asphalt road, good. It happens to be on a large river, which is cute. Marble and granite, which is perfect. 40 out of 60 days, which hits my upper threshold. Okay. I mean, this seems good. The only part I don't like about this is that there's no like, not that I need to interact with the whatever it is, the royalty mechanics. But let's keep looking. That's a good spot. This is also a really good spot. But it's also covered in extreme pollution, so probably not. What about this spot here? What's this looking like? This is cute. This is kawaii shit. It's also within spitting distance of everything, except I would also like another homestead. Let's try to find a spot that has walking distance to 2 different types of towns. Because the royalists are kind of like dicks. They're kind of dicks. They don't really like to deal with you.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one.
If they can help it. Man, I effing love Rimworld. As it happens, Hugin, I effing love you. Welcome in. I'm also going to add you to the not a cultist name thingy that I have over here. Eloquently put myself. Welcome in. 12 months, dude. Can you freaking believe that? I mean, at this point, we can finish each other's sandwiches. Welcome in, Flisklet. I'm also going to add you to the list of not a cultist. One is dark side and the other is light side. I will not tell you which. I'm with both sides, so I always win. If anyone is curious, even though I said it like 20 minutes ago, you know, enough people probably have filtered in by now. Exclamation point mods, and you'll see all the mods that I'm using. None of them add anything gameplay-wise. The most that they change is making people do things that make sense inherently and would seem bizarre to me if I was living in a survival world for you not to do. Things like, if you go to do something, after you're finished doing something, if there's like a pile of wood nearby, grab the wood on your way back and then put it in a wood pile. This looks perfect. This looks perfect. This looks perfect. It's kind of weird that there's this little town off in the middle of nowhere, but this is good. This is good. I don't have to worry about the enemies being too far away because they're going to come to me. I guarantee you that. There is a semi-close Empire settlement here, which is totally fine. That's totally okay. I don't expect to interact with them borderline ever. But this is great. This is spitting distance, peeing distance. Two different kinds of settlements that one hates me. Okay, one hates me, but we might be able to do something about that. I'm just gonna choose a spot. Terrain. 48 to 60 days, granite and marble. Send it. We're just gonna send it. It doesn't need to be perfect. Nothing in Rimworld is perfect. Just like life. Okay, so I do have the ideology expansion added, and I did pre-set up a ideology for our not a cult. And it's going to, not a cult, it's going to be called pro-stoicism. I didn't believe it. Man, it's crazy what the random generator throws in there, dude. I just hit random gen, and that's what it gave me. It must be a sign. Okay, so let's look at what this is. Let's look at what this is, so you can see what it is. Can I not show you what it is? Can I not edit? Can I not edit what it looks like? So that people can see what I chose and why? Load. Big load. Processism. There it is. 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 Chat is the cult. Cult of the Stoic. Okay, I'm gonna add Hoku Bishu to the to not sacrificial list at all. There you are. There you are, my friend. I guess wood veneer and square steel. If chat isn't a cult, it will be by the end of the stream. Is gonna. I feel like it's gonna naturally track that way for sure. Okay, so pro-stoicism are descendants of an ancient group of viewers that regularly consume the content of an entity referred to as pro-stoic. Their colony ship, the SP algorithm, failed to escape the gravitational pull of a Rimworld due to an engine malfunction. Few cryopods survived planetfall, but those that did contained some of the most determined. Our aesthetic, so to speak, is a mix of techist and morbid. I wish I could change the ritual ambience sound. Right now, it's heavily leaning towards like beeps and boops, which is fine. I would just prefer to be able to select, unless I'm just missing something, what the ritual ambiance sounds like. We're collectivist, which means that we believe that everybody has their own part to play, and that whatever they do is for the good of the whole. Charity is important to us, which is a precept that it wasn't automatically added. I added this in because it is a tenet of the ancient Greco-Roman philosophy that I practice, to help people for its own sake and not to expect anything in return necessarily. This does mean that I am basically bound by God, unless I want to piss off my colonists, to never turn away anything that seems to be a charitable action. It punishes me way more than it helps me if I ignore, like, if I ignore a crashing shuttle, or if people come up to the settlement asking for like broccoli or some shit. I'm gonna have to give them broccoli. Otherwise, my people are gonna be like, okay, well, why did God prevent us from giving them broccoli? It's messed up. There's not a lot else that I changed. I did say that people don't have to wear clothes if they don't want to, because at the end of the day, it's just meat, you know? And coitus is just meat parts slapped together like pieces of bologna that you would get from the grocery store. That's essentially what it boils down to. Are you naming colonists after chat? I absolutely am. So once we get into the actual colonist setup phase, then I'm gonna run the wheel 3 times, and then each new time that we get a colonist from any source. I'm going to run the wheel again, and then I'm just going to keep this wheel saved in perpetuity. Organ use acceptable, and the marriage rules is that anybody can keep their name if they want to, or that the marriage name is random. A lot of this stuff is fine. I did think like maybe I could change dumb labor to accepted so that you get like a minor mood bonus if you do dumb labor, but not every stoic likes to do dumb labor. I don't. Like, you do it as is necessarily evil, but you know, it's not really something that you can that I would argue I prefer to do. Yeah, everything else seems right. Drug use, I did change from medical to medical or social only. There's nothing in Stoicism saying that you cannot have alcoholic beverages or smoke a big ol' dooble. It's just one of those things where if you allow it to control your brain, that's where you should draw the line. We have some roles and rituals that I changed down here. Leader changed name to Stoic Schoolmaster. We are going to be wearing these visage masks if we can. Just because of the lore and because I have a mask on right now, and that's like my VTuber thing, right? The accepted meditation for the funeral, and then social festivals or hype trains, because, you know, I gotta throw some streamer morality in there. The iconography is streamer logo and streamer milestones as our buildings. And then our relics, which give us huge mood buffs if we're able to get them, is my ritual toga, because of the lore, where it's like an entity called Pro-Stoic that these people worship completely secularly and not in a culty way at all. My original mask and my original necklace. Welcome in, Boa. Shout out, Boa. It's not a cult. I want a fucking cactus or something. Okay, that's fine. I'll let you do that. And everything else is the same. It's all well and good. Okay, so I'm not going to reroll until I get a perfect character. It never works like that. But we are going to find a set of 3 characters that has the basic building blocks for success. It's not a cult. It's not. Just because on the night of every 3rd full moon, everybody has to practically cake themselves with petroleum jelly and then form basically like a giant slippery human homunculus in order to reproduce enough not cultists for the next generation, doesn't mean that we're a cult. It's just a thing that we do. Don't make it weird. Stop making it weird. Stop making this is normal. This is normal behavior. We're probably not going to grab the colonist that has cataracts in both eyes, a bad back, and an artery blockage. No matter how good they are at planting. So we're gonna be looking for a few things. We're gonna be looking for a cult. It's a cult. We're gonna look for somebody that has good planting. Cooking is not necessarily required because we can force people to eat nutrient paste. Mining isn't really that important because we're going onto a flat terrain, which is gonna have so little mining that we're gonna have to import a lot of it anyway. And construction is kind of important. Shooting, we need at least one person that's good at shooting to hunt, because that's gonna make a big difference for us. So let's check to see if we have anybody else that looks good.
It's not a cult. It's just a
social is probably going to be important. Medical is going to be
members.
very important. I don't know why it's not part of the team skills. We're not creating a cult. It's not a cult. It's just a weird family that marries family members. That's right. It's free love. And in every way, baby. In every way. Great memory, wimp, fast learner. Okay, what are we looking at? We don't want these people. This person is garbage.
It's a cult. This
person is good at plant, but they're so bad. This one is good at cooking and good at melee, but we don't necessarily want that at the very beginning. Shooting. He doesn't do dumb labor though. That's bad. Incapable of skilled labor. Okay, that would be bad also. Model. We don't want any models. We need everybody that's at least. We just need. Holy crap! I'm getting mind flooded. We don't need sickly children. Okay, we have one shot at this, and it's not going to be good at all. This person is staggeringly ugly. How unfortunate. She doesn't look staggeringly ugly, though, is the thing. Raymond, if you can hear me, please bless this run. I know that you came into chat so long ago, and you spent 50 minutes waiting in vain for me to acknowledge you, and I didn't do anything. I had the ability to retain you as a viewer, and I completely disregarded it accidentally. I didn't realize that you said anything. So please come back to me. Please come back to me and know that I acknowledge you now. Raymond bless this run. Everybody loves Raymond. I've done my job. LOL. So true. So all these people are garbage in their own way. So we're just gonna randomize. Artistic, no. Go juice addiction, no. I don't feel like managing that at the very beginning. Mining, cooking. This person is not that bad, but they're also incapable of intellectual and crafting, which sucks. Violent and artistic. This could be fine. But they really dislike and trust men, and they have one of the most aggressive haircuts known to man, so probably not. Tortured artist, no. Psychically sensitive, nimble. This could be good. But he has cataracts in both eyes, so no matter how good he is at shooting, I don't want that. Construction. Mining. Can we not get any misogynists or misandrists, please? I don't think that applies like a huge malice and makes it more likely that they're going to fight with men or women, so probably not. Fast walker, chemical interest. I don't mind if they have chemical interest as long as I can lock the doors. Even though the doctor, this would be the doctor. So the doctor would have access to hard drugs pretty much at all times. They do have fast walker though, which is always a net positive in every way. They don't do firefighting, which is fine. I don't really care. And they are beautiful, so they're nice to look at and be around. So what if they do all the hard drugs if they have access to it? That's not really... As long as they don't have any hard drugs around, it should be fine. Gotta go for now. We'll be back. My brain doesn't let me sleep. Enjoy your naparino. She also is good at crafting. So if for nothing else, if she has literally nothing to do medical-wise, then she can go craft stuff. And if after that she's a fast walker, so she can lug things around. So we're gonna keep her. We're gonna lock her in. And we're gonna name all these guys at the end of this. So we do need somebody that is good at plants. Psychically sensitive, slow learner. I mean, this person is amazing. It doesn't really matter that, but they also. But Gwendigo is their ex-wife, so that probably won't work. Kind but ugly. Okay. Medical, social. This is just a better. It's just a better doctor. It's just a better doctor. I wish I could change their preferred color. Because I'm gonna have everybody look exactly. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we can use the dying station and change stuff around. It's just a better doctor. So we have a better doctor that's able to do a lot more stuff. A doctor that is good at socializing makes sense to me. Good night, Glans. The stream do be funny as fuck. Good luck with your cult. It's not a cult. It's not a cult. Everyone is well adjusted. And just because you agree to certain precepts and then pay a certain monthly stipend that upgrades your participation level over time does not mean it's a cult. It means it's an investment into yourself. Okay. Recluse. The fewer people in Arena's faction, the happier she is. Being alone is the best of all. Tell me about it. I feel that. I feel that all the way up and down, but probably not. Abrasive, fast learner. I like these cute little icons that they put next to the traits. That didn't used to be there from what I remember. Exactly the same as the healer, only worse. Fast walker. Nimble, but also a psychopath. Which isn't necessarily a problem. It just means that he doesn't benefit from talking to people, and he doesn't care if he gets into combat. This guy's not that bad. He's okay at shooting, okay at melee. Weirdly enough, he's also really good at socializing, which I suppose some psychopaths are. But we're gonna keep it moving. Very neurotic. Creepy breathing. That's probably because he has asthma, dude. Fucking chill out. Nimble, no. Psychopath, pretty. His whole body. This guy's been through some shit. Probably not. No. Crafting, artistic, chemical interest. Well, we already have a medic. You already have a medic person that is able to recruit, so probably not. Brawler, no. Portrait artist, no. We have a medic already. Give me construction or plants or animals. Stop giving me medics. Industrious, that's really good. Night Owl is just like me. This guy me. He's a crafter, which means that he could be up all night crafting. But he's not good at anything else necessarily, but we do need a crafter because we need to make walls pretty much immediately. I do not like the radioactive pink hairstyle that he's got going on, but who am I to judge? He's also going to be out alone at night doing his own thing. So it's not really a big deal. Industrious is really powerful at crafting, though, is the thing. And you can see that by going to his stats. Where is global work speed? General labor speed? Making stone blocks and shit like that? He's 135% faster. Which is insane. So even though he doesn't really have any other stats that really do anything for me, and he has a radioactive bubblegum pink aesthetic, I'm going to keep him. Again, nothing could be perfect. This is Rimworld. So we have a healer and we have a crafter. Now we need somebody that is planting. We need a person that plants. Okay, we need a person that plants. Sounds like a call to me, so it's not. Oh my god. Serena Agony. I'm gonna add you to the colonist list that we're gonna start rifling through as soon as we get to this. As soon as we find a plant person. Plant person is nimble. And has a chemical interest, which is fine because we can control what is in the place. Well, what is in our stocks. He is really good at planting, and I'm not ageist. Okay, which is always a good way to start a sentence. I'm not ageist, but he is going to start developing medical issues at some point soon. And if he has a bad back as a planter, that fucking sucks. So even though this person is perfectly fine, even though they're incapable of violence, I'm here to join said cult. Welcome in. Let me add you to this, the wheel of cultists. Not cultists, sorry. Freudian slip. It's just because I just said it because you guys are saying it this whole time. Add you to the list, and we're gonna roll a few times once we find a planter that isn't 1,000 years old. Planting animals. Planting or animals? Animals is fine. Plant, asthma, no. Gourmand, no. Bloodlust, no. Plants, you have burning passion for it. Aesthetic, which is great because it means that I can shove you into like a tiny 2x3 box and you'll be happy with it. Psychically dull. You're good at medical, which isn't necessarily a... Well, no, we need somebody else that can fight. We have one person that can fight and they can't do it well. We need somebody that is good at plants or shooting. That's what we're looking at. We need plants and shooting. That's what we need. Plants. She's jealous. Which means that she has to have the most impressive bedroom. Which does not exactly send me to space. Wait a minute. Wandering healer, Stan. Okay, well, her ex-husband is Stan, the radioactive bubblegum pink person, so we're not going to do that. Because that adds like a huge negative malice debuff. They're going to be fighting, and then they're going to start fist fighting. And it's going to be a whole dumb thing. I don't feel like dealing with that day one. It's fine if they come into the village as somebody that was like an ex-fiance. Wimp, steadfast, which is great. Cooking, you have low plants, but you also learn planting extremely fast. You do have some lingering scars and stuff like that, but that's okay. Incapable of dumb labor, which is fucking awful on an initial colonist. So maybe not. Plants. You guys think that I might be exaggerating, that I'm like just I'm just like buying time. I'm not. Like, this is how this works. Hard worker. Kind. Is semi-good at plants. Incapable of caring or social. That's okay. We have other people for that. Is very good at cooking. Very good at construction. This is basically what we want. We can't... Like, we have a good blend of things here. So now is the time. Now is the time. We're going to boot up the colonist chooser. It's a cult without being one. It's not a cult, but we make sacrifices for our god stoic. That's fine. As long as you acknowledge it's not a cult. As long as you acknowledge it's not a cult. All right, run it. Run it, baby, run it. Liam Newman from YouTube chat, congratulations. You are the radioactively pink man. We're gonna do Liam. We're gonna name you Liam, because eventually we're gonna get new colonists, and they're gonna be called standard names, and then we can only change their nicknames. So this is how it's gonna go anyway. Liam Newman. Liam Newman. Liam Newman. Liam Newman. Mingle. First name doesn't matter. All right. Down. We're gonna remove you from the list, and we're gonna run it back, baby. Run it back. Woo! Who else we got this? Okubishu, maybe?
Bingo!
Okubishu is gonna be the medic. Okubishu.
Oh my god, he's good.
And we're gonna run it one more time. Whoops, didn't remove them. Let's remove that. And one more time, baby. One more time. One more time, baby. Show me the goods. Show me the goods. Show me the goods, baby. Oh my gosh, that's Serena Agony. Serena Agony could be the cook slash plant person slash constructor person when there's nothing to cook or plant. Hell yeah, Serena Agony. I guess I could just do it all in one thing. Newman, Mingle, Bungus, Mingle Bungus. Okay, we have all the basic parts, and now watch me get you killed. So if you're not familiar with what Rimworld is, it's a science fiction colony survival builder where the goal is to do one of a few things. The standard goal being building your own spaceship and then launching it into space, and that being the victory condition. There's no time limit except for the game getting increasingly difficult with the difficulty options that we've chosen. Rigged. Sit back down. Sit back down. Stun him. Tase him. The game is just going to get increasingly difficult with Cassandra, which is the game director. Think like Left 4 Dead 2, except, you know, the game decides like whether to send increasingly horrible things towards us based off of a bunch of different aspects of our colony, like how well it's doing, how well the last attack has been, how wealthy we are, things like that. We're not going to get to the end game. I can guarantee you now, we're not going to get to the end game. I will play as long as the metrics hold out. If the metrics hold out, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to give it a shot, and then once it seems like we're all collectively done with it, that's what I'm done. That's what I've done, and then we just go to the next source of dopamine. So let's hit start. Wait. Yes. Start. Yes. Generating map. I'm back in the cold, baby. Back in the cold. Welcome to J Hobbies Official. Let me add you to the cultist list. Not the cultist list. Sorry. I need to stop calling it that just because that's what chat's calling it. Official. And we'll add Carbon GM to it. And shout out J Hobbies Official. And shout out. It's not a cult. Stop. The allegations that we all have to systematically and ritualistically tear off each other's faces and then wear each other's faces does not make us a cult. Okay? It's called ice breaking. Look it up. Jesus. Please unpause the game. Okay, I'm running a mod in the background that's supposed to make things run better and be more efficient. So we're going to give it a chance. We're going to let this bar fill. Okay. Now let's take stock of what we got going on. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just a symbol. Okay. I don't know if that's added by a mod or if that's just what they added. That's helpful, though. That shows me that there's, like, turkeys and shit. Wow, look at that. Look at this. What is that? That's a steam geyser? Oh, that's right. That's right. I have a retexture mod. Exclamation point mods if you want to know what I'm running. Ooh, we got a pretty big patch of fertile land here. It's kind of on the cusp. It's kind of in the middle. That's really convenient. Okay, what else we got going on? It's not terribly flat, which is fine with me. I told the game to do flat, and it gave me what seemed good to it. Look at this. Look at this little pond here. This is so cute. This is your home now, chat. Oh my god, how awesome is that? What is this? An ancient exostrator cannon? If I was smart, I would have gone into like each of your backstories. Maybe I could still do that. Yeah, I still can. So Liam was had a childhood accident. Didn't wake up until he was in his late teens. He never recovered fully from years of activity. But people tend to take pity on him. So true. It means that he's worse at constructing or mining, and he's better at socializing. And then he became an assembler. He worked on factory assembly lines. How exciting is that? And that made him extremely good at crafting. Okabishu, what's your deal? Let me know if the game balance is good. I did audio balance it, but you know, I'm also not my own audience. What sounds right to me may not sound right for you. Okabishu was a healer, born under auspicious circumstances, and to a spiritual group, not a cult. Learned to take care of the poor and give succor to the faithful from an early age, and then became a healer, which makes sense. Became a healer on an otherwise peaceful mid-world, and that made you better at medical, socializing, cooking, and a little bit worse at constructing or mining. Probably because you just didn't do it, which is fine. And Serena Agony, you were a medieval plower. You plowed, and that's what you did. And that made you better at constructing, way better at plants, and less artistic or intellectual, just because you probably didn't have many opportunities to practice that. And then you became a space station cook on an understaffed space station, and that made you better at melee and cooking. Awesome. Okay, so, no, not stop torturing Carbon. He's a good boy. All right, so what we need to do is we need to set up some things. This is gonna be rough for you and for me, probably because I already forgot to turn off the the colonist wheel, so you couldn't see anything that I was talking about. Okay, this is what I was talking about here. Look at all these chickens and stuff like that. This is not gonna be good. Okay, for one, because I don't remember how to do shit. I told myself that I was going to do a little practice run for myself to accommodate myself to the controls. I have 300 hours in this. Apparently, and it's just like, it's one of those games where you play it in really strong bursts over months, probably. Where's my shit? Where's my drink? Oh, shit. Okay, here it is. Okay, so bear with me. Once I get the controls up and running, we're gonna be good. How's chat doing, by the way? How's Rowan Sunday? All right, let's do some Rimworld. Yeehaw! We also have a steam geyser. It's right there. So I'm now going to default to pure muscle memory. Okay, and I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I have a mod that allows me to paint over things. So I'm going to paint over this steam geyser here to know that I'm not going to build in this area. I just shouldn't build in this area. That's not for me. Then I'm gonna build a little pathway around it. White to me is the pathway here. And then this is going to lead to... Nope, that's not what I want. X to remove plans. Okay, we have a little pathway there, which is good. Then we're going to want to see what all the fertile planting space is, which is all this stuff. All this stuff here. Now, if I remember right, I should have another mod that was updated that allows me to place blueprints of things, and I might still have blueprints. I do still have blueprints. Look at that. Look at all these ancient... Look at all these ancient blueprints that I made. These don't do anything except hold the shift to reverse the override option. Okay. This is evidently a greenhouse. That does not seem right to me. So how many tiles for a greenhouse? What we're gonna... How many tiles does a greenhouse cover? I don't remember. Let me check. Let's look. Rimworld, no. Rimworld, yes. Drugs. Drugs in Rimworld. I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. Okay. So it is gonna be, what is it? Sun lamp. We want to basically construct something that we can convert into a greenhouse later. Fitting multiple sun lamps together. Who's gonna tell him? We're gonna have some music in the background because sometimes the music in this stops. Audio, music volume to 0. And turn on the music here. There we go. That's better. Oh, what is your radius, dude? What is your radius? What is your radius? What is your radius? Does it tell me here? 5.5 tile radius. Okay. So I'm gonna do my mock-up here. Even though it's using walls, like corner walls, diagonal walls from a different mod that you don't have anymore because it wasn't updated. Is that right? Planning, pathing. Planning now is going to save us a lot of time later. That's 5 tiles. Okay. So what I'll do instead is delete these. Cancel me, cancel me, cancel me. Cancel me, cancel me, cancel me, cancel me. And then we are going to build wall arenas around here. Is that right? That does not seem right to me. I definitely fucked up somewhere. Why does that look like that? Why does it look so long? Is that right? It seems like it's 1 tile too long. This is how this is gonna be, by the way. Show me something. Make me not dumb. Make me not dumb. Okay. We need to change the look of this a little bit because I am seeing what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. There's 5 tiles in every direction. 5 tiles in every direction. That's 7 tiles. 5 tiles in every direction. Okay. Wooden walls. I deleted the wrong one. Sick. Sick. I love that for me. You sick with it? That's 6 walls. It doesn't look right. Okay, that looks right. Welcome in, Sumi-Asami. I'm going to add you to the not occultist random number generator. Sumi-Asami. Welcome in. Can we get a shout out for the wonderful Sumi-Asami? Sunlight me. Because I'm dumb. I'm dumb as shit. Once we set this, I can save it as a blueprint, and then we never have to worry about it again. Okay. So it is like... What if I just do it this way? How about I don't do it a dumb way? Like this. And like this. And like this. Nope, that's not what I want. And like this. And then this. And then I build walls around that. That is the circumference of a greenhouse. Everybody can clap now. Smiles, just checking. Oofers. Make smart stoic. Good luck with that. I've tried that command. I've tried that command many a time. Okay. Do this. And then this. And then this. And then this. And even though the game doesn't really care about diagonals, I do. So that is a basic greenhouse. So the idea is that we're going to have this be roofless. We're still going to have it walled in, but we're going to have this roofless. And then when the time comes, we can just roof it, put a sun lamp down, and then we have a permanent greenhouse. So blueprints, remove blueprint, and right click, remove greenhouse. Nope, that's not what I want. Export blueprint, remove blueprint, and delete exported blueprint, which should just remove it. Okay, it looks like it did. So now we're going to create blueprint 1, greenhouse, EG for early game, greenhouse. Okay. Then we're going to export the blueprint so I never have to worry about it again when we inevitably fail. Then I'm going to move this shit. Move this shit. I don't want that there. It's not what we want. You want everything to be packed as close together as possible. As close together as possible, as close to the road. We're going to go for a mix of RP and like efficiency. Asterisk. Heavy, heavy asterisk. How are you doing today, Sumi? Okay. Let's do... It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's do this and this and this and this. And we're not going to do all this, but I'm going to reserve this space anyway. Because this is an insane greenhouse setup. We're going to reserve all this space, but we shouldn't actually have to use it all. This is enough fertile land for about 1,000 years, probably. But just in case, we're going to, I guess we could do like exports. We could do like funny little exports here. So we're going to have a spare one right there. Okay, right up against the road. And then I'm going to lock all these off. I'm going to say do not work on these. Orders. Forbid selection. All this shit is not allowed to you. Do not work on it. And then we have to work on spacing for heaters and coolers later. Which means that I need to look up my little cheat sheet here. Browser toggle. So it's like an 11. No, it's not an 11. It is an 11. It's functionally an 11. So in order for us to keep this place cool, we're probably going to need like 3 coolers. We're probably going to need 3 coolers, so we're probably going to need 3 heaters for all this. Is my guess. It's a freezer guide. It's not a plant be warm guide. A thing? Did I do that right? You did do it right. I heard it.
You are blessed with a
Holy
myriad of
Christ.
souls.
Melkor, welcome in. Welcome in, 71 friends. Watch this.
Welcome home, good hunter.
Holy shit balls. Okay, and after I'm done crapping my pants or soiling my toga, whichever. I don't really wear pants, but you don't have to know that. I am a variety VTuber that also dabbles, heavily dabbles, extremely dabbles in ancient self-help life advice. So if you're going through some shit, my DMs are right there, or feel free to mash that say something stoic button, and I will deliver to you hot and ready a series of words that may or may not be arguably helpful to you. How was your stream, Melkor? It looks like it was pretty good.
Welcome home, good hunter.
It looks like his DMs are open. Hope Rimworld's good. Stinky, can we? Oh, I forgot. Other mods can't ban other mods.
Welcome
Pass a
home,
little
good
coffee
hunter.
for reasons that are completely unrelated. Can you unmod yourself real quick? I want to test something. Thank you for shouting out Mokor. Thank you so much. Good, we did golf. That's awesome. Did you win? If not, get back on that horse, take all your raiders with you, and then let me know. Let me know when you win. You gotta destroy your friends. You gotta make sure that you break their legs with the golf club. Self-help life advice to YouTuber, by the way. Shout out Afro Squirrel. Why didn't it go off? There you go. There you go. Afro Squirrel might need another one. I won in the sense that I had fun. That's good. Good. I'm glad. While golfing isn't my thing, I appreciate it from a distance. And the reason why golf typically isn't my thing is because the IRL sport requires me to go outside, and anything having to do with direct contact or exposure to the sun is just not. It's just not for me. Also, Mega Beans, Raven of the Pit, Lime Thu, Oos. Welcome to the Stove Fam. Asterisk, trademark, copyright. Registered trademark. Yes, shot them all out. Yes. We're playing some Rimworld, and we're not a cult. Everyone that is joining and crash landing on the on the Rimworld is well adjusted and isn't required or expected to do anything weird on a bi-weekly night basis. It's not a cult. We're making greenhouses. Way too many greenhouses. More greenhouses than anyone should ever need or expect. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... Thank you so much for rating me, by the way. Much appreciated. Puts a big old smile on my face. Big old smile arena. Even though it's kind of a waste to have all these little like alcoves and stuff here, I could put heaters in them. That's not really a bad idea. And then we'll just connect everything with vents. So we'll put a few heaters here because we determined that we need heaters. 4 heaters is probably overkill, but the worst that's going to happen is that they all use too much energy. And it's got kind of like a motif thing that we got going on here. It's cute to have all these little alcoves with heaters in them. So we'll put a heater here, and a heater here, and a heater here, and a heater here. If anybody is into Rimworld and you want to see what mods I'm running like 60, but almost none of them have anything gameplay changing. The most gameplay changing mods that I have are the ones where if you are going out to like rescue a colonist or something and you happen to see like a pile of wood nearby, just get the wood. Just get the wood if you're going to be heading back anyway. And bring it back. And it's all stuff like that. It's stuff that makes sense. Like if you are out and about and you see like an injured colonist, just bring the injured colonist back. Like, don't make me have to right click and say help your brothers in arms. So what are you doing with the cult? First off, not a cult, hashtag. And second of all, it is welcome in Mocha, and thank you for chatting. Thank you, first time chatter is what I actually meant to say. I mean, thank you for chatting. Thank you for saying words with your hot wet mouth. But what I'm doing with my cult is just making like a house. Making a house with them. Let me add you to the list of not a cultist list. I have all sorts of people on here already. Pastel Coffee and Melkor. The Great can also go in there. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Okay, now that I'm nice and sweaty, what else are we doing? We have to make spots for coolers. So we're probably gonna need 4 coolers. 4 coolers for 4 heaters sounds good and right to me, and all that. Ads are starting in about 10 seconds, by the way. You can avoid them in their entirety by subscribing for Amazon Prime. Otherwise, I'll see you on the other side. Welcome in, Mocha. To the Stove Fam. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Every single follow matters a ton. Thank you. I love cults, so blame me for the fact that I missed your streams for the past few weeks, by the way. It can't be my fault. You can blame me. The thing is that as long as you're not headbutting me or biting me, then you're totally fine. Shout out El Harabel. I want to get El Harabel unbelievably fast onto this list of not a cult colonists here because I feel like she would be a great melee. Just something about it. Something about it tells me that she would be great at like stabbing stuff. So Tsunderays are good at that. Okay. Brain worky gooder now. Let's be cute. So we'll put some here, then we'll put here. Doesn't really have to look amazing. This actually looks really good. Completely accidentally, it looks good. I do prefer to have coolers all in one place. But I am also a huge slut for aesthetics. So having it all kind of like segmented like this gives me... Let's remove this. This is too much fertile land. This is way more than we should ever need. Way more. Foreshadowing is a literary device in which... Okay, we have the basic setup here. Now we need to build little vents, little alcoves for the alcoves. Because assholes will raid us, and then they will go for the lowest hanging fruit, and that typically means the hyper expensive coolers, and that sucks. So we're gonna build a little protective alcove for them so that they have to bust through doors before they get to the meat and potatoes of the whole operation. So we'll put little alcoves here, happy little trees. We'll put this here. And some of you might be wondering, hey, won't the exhaust make it unbelievably hot in the back here? It's accurate. So what we're gonna do is that in case they, for some reason, in case they feel inclined to enter from the outside. Actually, no, that might not be a bad idea because I could just forbid these doors. I could just forbid these doors, and the raiders are going to care about the forbidden doors anyway. So that's okay. We'll leave it as is because there is a chance that if a raider breaks through this door, that they're going to get like immediately conflagrated by the insane amount of heat produced by this hot box. I know that's a term for a different thing. Hot boxed little alcove for the cooler. Smart part of Rimworld, honestly, is that it's colony management and also tower defense. I feel like colony manager games always struggle to make interesting combat. I agree. There's a reason why I've dumped 300 hours into this game, despite not being good at it, literally whatsoever. Because there's just something about it. There's just something about it that tickles my pickle. And when my pickle gets tickled, that's what it's all over, dude. I feel like I have to go all in, baby. I have to go all in. We are going to now make doors for the front entrance, and we're going to have everything facing the road for RP reasons, more or less. We'll do this, and then we'll figure out the rest as we go. I am going to make little routes everywhere. I don't want to make them 3x3, which is typically what I do. I'm going to make them 1x1, and then I'm going to run a wire all along them, which is going to severely gross out my colonists. But that's how the cookie crumbles, dude. It's a survival situation. Just fucking sit there and produce. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do, chat. You just sit there and just... You're going to produce, baby. Route here, and then connect this up to the road, and that's fine. Then we'll have the connecting roads across like this. No, that looks dumb. I don't like it. All right, and then we're going to freshly forbid all this shit. We're going to forbid all this shit, and then just in case the game crashes, we're going to save it. New arrivals. We haven't named our town yet. I'm going to grab these guys. That all looks good. Okay, so we have greenhouses. We have a source of recurring food. Now, we need to do something with it. And we want to have a preferably connecting chamber. We want connective tissue is what we want. So probably a building to the right here that connects the vegetation area directly to the freezer so they don't have to run very far. We're also, while we're at it, I have a mod that allows me to allow tool everything. So normally... in the vanilla game, unless they changed it, in which case, correct me if I'm wrong, you would have to go to each of these on your screen, and then your best hope of selecting everything of a single type at a time would be double-clicking, and then having everything on your screen selected. Okay, and then you would manually unforbid that, and then you would go, is there steel over here? Is there steel over here? Is there steel over here? You don't have to do that with one of the mods that I have selected, which I think is just called the allow all tool. So I'm going to select one. I'm going to right click on the allow tool. And why isn't it letting me do the thing that I remember being able to do? Select. There is a forbid all, isn't there? Unforbid all. Allow everything. Okay, it's on a different menu. By selecting this, I'm able to select all items that are forbidden right now. Typically, you crash land with a bunch of steel and wood and stuff like that are all just chilling on the ground. We're going to just press this button, and it's going to unforbid 35 things across the map. Random steel, wood, components, things that are on the ground, things that in the lore you dropped when you crash landed. Welcome in, X-Ray Specs. Oh my god, it's one of my favorite people on the whole planet. Shout out, X-Ray Specs. That's not even Riz. That's legitimately how I feel. I got a little rush of dopamine when I saw a little rap person come in. Well, I also need to add you to my not a list of cultist colonists. X-Ray Specs. There you are. Look at you go. Look at you go. The rate at which we're going to get colonists is not going to be terribly high. We're probably going to end up with about 10 colonists by the end of the game, aka whenever I am so unbelievably shit pushed in that I feel obligated to call it a fail state and then either start over if metrics pending, or, you know, I actually win, which I do not think is going to happen, mind you, but could. I miss you, Papa. Uppies. I give you uppies. In RP, I give X-Ray Specs uppies. Okay, so do I have any blueprints for anything else? We have a greenhouse, an early house greenhouse. And then I have cooler reports, gathering halls, warehouse, empty 9x9. I think the biggest that we can go is it empty 9x9. It's an empty 9x9. That's a 9x9? Really? What was I thinking? What was I smoking at the time? Okay, that did not work at all how I expected it to. See? That is a 9x9 on the inside, but I think I can get as big as 11x11. 11x11 is as big as I can go on the inside. We're going to want a big fucking freezer. A big freezer. You could never have to... If you think that you could be over-prepared in Rimworld... Honey, you got a big storm coming. There could be like nuclear fallout or volcanic ash or some shit that's going to make it impossible basically for you to go outside without risking your colonists severely. And so we need a way of just being inside as much as possible. That said, I am not going to build a mega structure. I'm not. This is going to be partial RP, which I'm not at all prepared for, okay? Or good enough to make happen. But that's what we're going to do on this difficulty that is too big for my britches. We're going to make a little happy town. And everybody is going to have their own little happy house. And everybody is going to have their own happy little quadrants. The best thing that I'm going to do to try to prepare everyone is by having the greenhouse connected to a freezer, connected to a giant-ass meeting hall / recreational room area. How are you all, Stoic? How is Ellie? Ellie is fine. She's chilling. We just came back from my parents-in-law's yesterday. And she is very happy to be here. She's rediscovering all of her favorite perches after like a month of being away. Okay, so freezer me. So we need something that's bigger than the blueprints that I have. Which is shocking for me to say to myself. Blueprints. We're gonna do pathing. We're gonna outline how big we want it to be. Okay, that's an 11x11 structure on the inside. Then we're going to wooden wall this. And I don't like pure square shapes. So even though we're going to be losing out on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's actually perfect. Wait, that's not perfect. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm thinking of shelves. Wait, there's single shelves now, right? Reduction, furniture. Ligma balls. Small shelves. Okay, good. Okay, good. There are small shelves now, so I don't have to... I don't have to exactly have stuff. Why am I pressing the actual delete key? There's hotkeys for this. I'm a silly bitch. There's this, and this, and this. It doesn't have... I just don't want to be perfectly square. Don't at me, or do at me. This doesn't feel good to be back. Stinky. Uh-oh, Stinky. Uh-oh. We're gonna create a blueprint here, and we're going to call it empty 11 by 11. 11 by 11 on the inside is the biggest that you can go without needing structural support of some kind. Roofing collapses and stuff like that is just a part of Rimworld. Let's do like this. This seems like a pretty big fucking freezer. So what are we gonna need for this? Hello, sweetie. How are you doing? Everyone is Shumi. Clap.
No clap.
We're probably gonna need 3 coolers for this. We're gonna need to double wall it. That way it's more temperature efficient. Trust me, I am scientist.
Hi, X-Ray.
How are you doing, Pookums?
Don't ever call me that again.
My Pookie
Stop
Wookerton.
talking. You have YouTube chatters.
I did. An hour ago. I did speak to them.
Oh, okay.
I did speak to them. They did hear my voice.
Hey, Huggin.
They did hear me.
Good.
I acknowledged them with my mouth.
Good.
We'll delete these.
Oh, L. L, we are gonna have a problem.
What do you mean? Stoic ignores us? I do not. I've been good. I've acknowledged everybody that's come in so far.
That's not why we're gonna have problems with L.
Oh, what? Oh, ignores us, Pookums?
Pookums.
Elle lives for the fight. She's well trained. So before you engage in combat with her, just know that she's been practicing for this her whole life. That's a pretty big fucking freezer.
It's true, X-Ray.
That's a pretty big freezer. So we're gonna export this just so it saves it. Create me, and then we're gonna create this, and then we're gonna do early key. Okay, you can make coffee. You're allowed. The coffee pods are where they're typically found, and then there's peppermint mocha creamer in the fridge. And so, yeah, no, the coffee maker is in the dedicated coffee area where all the other tea stuff is. I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna show her where the coffee machine is. I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Wait, do we have a kitchen? Do we have a kitchen here?
We do have a kitchen. It's on the opposite end of the house from here.
Oh, okay.
Not in the little out like
How do you get there?
hovel area. Well, if you walk literally directly from where you are all to the other side of the house,
Yeah.
there's like a highway. It's basically like it's literally straight,
Do I have to make any
and then you
left
turn left. The kitchen is outside the house.
turns?
All right, so we have our blueprint, and now we need to kind of like make this thing.
That long.
We need to make this giant ass freezer fuck this greenhouse situation. We need to bond them at a molecular level. We need to figure out how to do that in a way that does not look extremely dumb, which is going to be difficult for me. So we are probably going to do something like this. This doesn't seem that bad. Maybe something like this. Maybe something like this.
Kitchen. Yeah, that makes sense, Al.
Maybe
The
something like
prices
this.
these days.
How do I make this? How do I make this thing commit coitus with the greenhouse? I just want to slot it in there. I've made a series of shapes that are not compatible with the shape that I'm trying to shape it with. But I also want it to look like this because of the pageantry. No, I think the way that I had it is honestly best. It's honestly the best. Yeah, we can make a little alcove here. I need to directly connect it, is the thing, is that I have to.
Are you talking? No.
I'm talking to chat.
Oh, well, the way you were talking, it sounded like you were responding.
I am responding to the neurons firing in my brain telling me to do things. I know that you are impressed upon this idea that you do not need to constantly speak, and yet if I don't feed my chat my voice for approximately 5 to 6 seconds, they will literally start stimming using anything in their environment And then they'll be like, huh, I haven't installed League of Legends for a while. And then I completely lose them. Because they're going to get stuck in like wood elo and blaming their teammates, never escaping it, getting pissed. And then they'll be like, oh, I wonder if Stoic is streaming. It's a vicious cycle that I'm trying to stop them from. I just need to give them noise. You don't have backseat gaming as a tag. Sorry, people were doing that anyways. That's fine. That's okay. In Rimworld, that's totally fine. I think this is the best place for it.
Alright, I'm walking away. Have fun.
Goodbye.
Bye, chat.
This is the best place for it. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna make a little alcove here. And wait a minute. No, I don't like that. Put the walls back. Deconstruct me. We're gonna do I like that? Do I like this? This is better. Because it naturally works with the whole situation I have set up. We'll do a wooden door here, 2 wooden doors to get into the freeze area. Then we have to figure out what the fuck this is. I could just have it attach. I could have it attach and make the big freezer even bigger. That scares me, but it is something that we could do. We could do that. That could be fine. It could be fine. It will be fine. I will make it fine. Yeah, we'll make it fine. So we'll remove this. We'll put this structure here. And that's well and good? Question mark? Maybe. What if we do something like we need cooler ports. So how about this? We'll do this, and then we'll remove this wall because it's all supportive anyway. Then this just becomes like a slightly bigger. I hate what I've done here, mind you. I hate it. And three cooler ports should be good enough for all this. 3 coolers. I don't want to risk it though. So even though it fucks with the feng shui a little bit, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm not. Wooden wall me. Production, power, miscellaneous, temperature. Over the wall cooler. Cooler me. Structure. There, and then door. Even though I could have just put the door there to begin with. Downloading Overwatch? Shit, I've lost them in a completely different way. Fuck. Okay, this is good. And then we'll have like a little delineating. We'll just do this. That's fine. And then I'll put something else in here, like other types of perishables and stuff like that. And then the rest of this is just gonna be food. So now we have to figure out a cooling situation for this. I don't like this being like this. We're gonna remove that. That's okay. And then if for some godforsaken reason there's not enough heaters, then we'll put it in here. I don't foresee that happening, but it is possible. We will do this. Actually, I need wooden walls. I need wooden walls all along this. That there's no heat difference whatsoever. That's fine. We'll do it like that. Then I'm gonna create a little alcove up here facing the outside. And we'll have 2 sets of wooden doors here. And you might be thinking, what the hell is this? Why do you have it like this? The big reason is because fuck you, that's why. And 2, because double walls apparently insulate better than single walls unless that was fixed or changed in some way. Okay. So we have that set up. We're gonna save this just in case it crashes. We're gonna save that. Now we need a cooling port, which I've been talking about this whole time, and then I keep doing something completely different. We'll do the the cooling ports here, all in one row. This is a massive fucking freezer, so we need a lot. We need a lot of cooling. So we're gonna do temperature 4 coolers should do it. 4 coolers should do it, and then We will do a little protective alcove for them. And wooden door. And then I think that there is double doors now. There is double doors, which was a mod that I had added. There it is. There it is, dude. Look at that. Look at how nice that is. Look at how nice that is, dude. It looks almost not shit. Amazing. Wow, I'm so proud of myself. Wow, clap now. Clap now for what I created. Look at what I created with my own hands. I grab your face and I scream Bazinga into it. Okay, so we have a freezer. We have a greenhouse. Now, we need something that allows us to chop things to bits safely and then directly connect to the freezer. For the sake, actually no, we're not gonna do it like that. We're gonna probably build a butchery area here. I'm gonna build a butchery area here. And have a connecting structure. We'll add a door here. We'll add a door here. That's fine. No, it just means we're walking. I also don't like the way that looks. So we're gonna remove that. Wooden wall me. Wooden door. Down. And then we'll probably use this for a heater. Here. Then we need a room for the butchery. We need a butchery room, so we're going to go to our blueprints. We're going to grab our 9x9, which is probably how big it's going to be. If it's a little bit bigger, that's okay. That's fine. This is actually an almost perfect amount of space distribution. How about we do this less dumb? We will do this, and then this. This is a big fucking room just for butchering. It's a big room for just for butchering. So maybe we don't build the butchery there. We make this a cooking room. That seems less insane to me. So let's just make this a cooking room. We'll do this. Wooden wall me. 2 here. And then we will have the connective tissue be over here. Maybe. I don't like changing the shape of the room. I don't like it. It's triggering to me. So maybe not. Let's do instead. How many spaces is this? 4? 5? 5? And then the door. So we'll do as into the middle of the room as we can. I really like that idea. Do this. And then this. That looks okay. That looks fine. Furniture, power, miscellaneous. I can't wait for something to happen that completely makes this all pointless. But you never set yourself up to fail. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? We're not going to have electricity for a little bit, probably until we set up batteries. So we'll do fueled stove just for a minute. We'll do fueled stove is here, and we'll have... We will have shelves. Shelves here. Okay, right? Shelves. Then a chair in here, not a stool, a dining chair. We'll do a dining chair here. I also have a quality set where it's like, I want you to rebuild this until it's at least normal quality, which is the standard amount. But the cook is going to be here a long time, so I want you... Actually, no, we're not going to set it like that, because we're still in survival mode. Welcome in, the average sleeper. Good to see you. It is a good afternoon. I'm feeling good. I'm back in my streamer cave. I'm spending overly long on pre-Rimworld setup, but this is how it's going to look forever, right? I'm not going to lose, asterisk. So I might as well just spend all the time that I need in order to make this look picture perfect for my Barbie dollhouse.
Shion, I need to be clean.
Oh shit, Stoic, I didn't know the stream had started. How's it going? Welcome in. Say something, Stoic. Probably the most stoic thing about Rimworld is that I accept that I'm going to make some series of unforced errors despite my best efforts, and everything that I'm working on currently is going to crash and burn horrifically, and I'm going to get Hoku Bishu, Serena Agni, and Liam Newman from YouTube chat horrifically maimed and or killed, and or they're going to be enslaved and have their organs harvested. But as long as I do the best that I can with the resources that are given to me and the opportunities provided, and I produce a good product on Twitch, the digital streaming service, then I've met my original goal. Even though it's going to inevitably lead to Liam Newman from YouTube chat, Hokubishu, Serena Agony enslaved and have their organs harvested. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. All over the place. Horribly. Wooden dining chair here, and then we're going to surround them with meat product. So that would be 2 shelves here. 2 shelves here, so that they immediately drop the products behind them. And then we will do a wall lamp. Less powerful than this wall lamp thing is like the best thing that they could have added. It is so unbelievably good that they added this. I thought that the standing lamp was cute. I just hated reserving a spot for it. So the fact that the fact that they did this, that it makes sense, is so good. And also showing me the radius is really appreciated. I'm gonna have 2 rounds of lights in here, and then I'm gonna have lights here, here. Actually, no. Do I need the wall? Do I need lamps if there's gonna be sun lamps? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Is that what I want? If I build... Now, here's the question. Anybody that's familiar with Rimworld, standing lamps, if left exposed to rain, would malfunction, right? Is it the same thing with wall lamps? Like, if it's built into the wall isn't getting rained on. I mean, it is getting rained on, but work with me. Is it considered part of the wall? Like, over-the-wall coolers won't malfunction in rain because they're built into the wall. And this is the same, right? I think it's planning a bit too far ahead. No, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be fine. You guys are gonna be like, you guys are gonna be part of the Barbie dollhouse, and then we're gonna be like together forever, dude. And then we're all gonna leave on a spaceship, because that's definitely gonna be going down like that. These probably don't need anything yet. They probably don't need anything. We are gonna want wall lamps in the actual place itself. So we're gonna do wall lamp here, and then wall lamp here, and then wall lamp here, wall lamp here, and then wall lamp here, and that looks good. Okay, that looks good. Now we need a butchery room. And the butchery room doesn't have to be pretty. It just needs to connect in some way directly to the cooking place. And I want this to be big because the cooking person is going to be staying in here a long time. What in the good Lord's name is this design? It's atrocious. This is not good. Why isn't it in a mountain? Because we're doing flat. Look at all this flatness, bud. I mean, except for this giant pond, we're doing flat. This design is because I needed to graft the freezer into the greenhouses. So I'm not doing a mega structure. This is like a half RP thing. What the hell is this map? It's a flat map. Pay attention to me. Hear what I'm saying to you. Hear what I'm saying to you? It's flat. It's not small hills. It's not large hills. It's definitely not mountainous. It is flat. It is flat, brother. So we are going to lose. That is what is going to happen here. But I am going to cope and pretend as if it's not going to be that way. Okay? All right. Okay, so we have that. We need to now create a little butchery alcove. And the butchery alcove does not need to be big. So what if we just cut it into the cooking place? We'll do a little bit here because you might be thinking, why not just put it in the butchery room? It's because the butchery room increases the chances due to uncleanliness that food is going to be poisoned. So I need to change it to be different. Okay. We're gonna do wooden wall and then a little alcove here, and then there could be like a little potted plant or something here. No, that's not necessary. We'll do a wooden door here so it connects either way. That's fine. Wooden wall, then we'll connect this a little bit bigger like this, and then we'll do this. We'll do this. Furniture, wall lamp, production me, butchery table. Then I know it doesn't. I know it has an outdoors penalty. Trust me, brother. And then that right there, and then we need to build shelves to put the bodies. We are gonna put the bodies here. And we're gonna do one of these. Where's the wooden shelves? There it is. Wooden shelves for bodies. And then the meat just kind of splats out behind him. He just throws it over his shoulder. One heater cooling situation should be fine for all this. So now we're gonna set up the vents ahead of time. We're not building all this, by the way. We're just having this blueprinted so we know where shit is gonna be. Furniture, no. Temperature, yes. Over the wall vent. And do this. And this. And this should be sufficient for everything, I think. No. Yes? No. You know what? It's fine. We're going to be importing steel anyway. Feng Shui is also very important. That looks good. And then we'll do a little vent here. And we'll do a little vent here. And that looks good. And then no vents anywhere because this is a freezer. We're going to save this. Is that all high fertility? It is. And this isn't modded. This was map gen like this. This is a very interesting design. It's basically me making peace with God that I can't make the triangles agree with other triangles. What the idea is that this is 5 in every direction, which is the maximum amount of tiles that a sun lamp can reach. It's fine if there's a little bit of non-fertile in there. But this is going to be all food. All this is going to be food, and then everything else that is not food is going to go here. So the idea is that it's straight from farm to table. It's the bits and bobs are gonna go straight from here into the freezer. Which I should honestly just set up something here like this. I should honestly put another set of doors here so they don't have to. Actually, no, they don't need to, because they can just go down. All this is double walled. Except for this part here, even though I don't think it necessarily matters. All this is going to be double walled. That way it's more insulated than normal. Start with the wood cabin and work your way out? No. I used to live like that. Not anymore. I've left that I've left that life behind me. I say no more. I'll delineate this even more. Wooden wall here. Then we're going to do a light here. Light here. That should cover it, right? One lamp. Yeah, that covers everything. Okay, good. Okay, they have lighting, heating, cooling, everything. Then I'm gonna order them to forbid selection. Then, because I've actually I've forbidden stuff they don't want unforbidden. Forbid me, and then I'm going to allow. No, I can't. Forbidden 241 items. Okay, I don't think that mod is working correctly, so we're going to allow everything. Allow 35 things across the map. We've forbidden everything visible currently. Okay. So now we need a gathering area. We need a gathering area. I don't think I'm able to plan an unmodded Rimworld run anymore. If you could believe it, there's 60 mods. Look at this shit. There's 60 mods, but almost none of them are gameplay modifying in any way, except making the colonists do things that inherently make sense. So we now have a freezer. We now have a butchery room. We now have a cooking room. We have a greenhouse, or a greenhouse setup. Okay. Now we need a gathering hub / recreation room. And then this building is going to be so big because it's going to be the place that you go to in times of emergencies. When shit goes down and there's nuclear fallout or some shit, everybody huddles into this area, and then they should be relatively self-sufficient. This is the biggest megastructure type thing that I'm going to build. Everything else is going to be RP. Different workshops in their own buildings. Houses for each individual person, probably connecting to the workshops that they're going to be presiding over. Things like that. That's what we're gunning for. So let us build the biggest room that we can. Let's do these. I'm gonna have to remove these concrete blocks soon anyway. So we'll just have them claim these and deconstruct these, which should result in steel, even though they're concrete. Which is funny to me. Haha. And deconstruct. And we're going to do 2 rounds. 2 rounds of this. Empty 11 by 11. Then we'll make it a funny shape. For no reason. Then we're going to connect these guys together. Here. Then if God smiles upon me, wall lamp. We'll do... What do we do here? Wall lamp. Wall lamp. What if we have the little connective tissues and be like this? Like this. Wooden wall me. Furniture. Wall lamp. Okay, and that covers everything except for literally the front door, which is nauseating to me. We'll do this. Furniture me. Wall lamp. That covers the entirety of the inside. And then what? And then what? There's that, and there's that. So it covers to about there. Yes. Look at me go, dude. And then you just have the final light right there, and then it's all covered. Oh my god, he's so good. Wee. Wow, he's so good at this game. He's so good at not unpausing. I know. It's okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there one day, I promise. Winky face. Furniture, no. Structure, yes. How are we thinking double wooden door? No, it doesn't. No, that's too fancy for me. It's also gonna be off center. What if we do wooden door here? Then we need to have an alcove of some kind here. Need an alcove of some kind here to connect the dining area. To connect the dining area to the fridge is what we need. Furniture. Would not usually set up this much before I was sure I would survive that long. The thing is that I have to assume that I'm going to survive that long because I am streaming. If I say I'm going to just fuck around and then find out, that would be admitting defeat to the video game, and I'm not going to do that. So instead, I'm going to waste everyone's collective time by setting all this up ahead of time and then failing anyway. That seems more like the The bad bitch thing to do. As the cool kids say in their street vernacular. Imagine having 16 colonists. Couldn't be me. Okay, so that looks good. Then we need connective tissue. Where do we put that? Probably right here. And that connects basically to the middle of the freezer. Which is great. And then this is cute. This is a super kawaii setup. For sure. It's very kawaii. Now we need a couple of things. We need... This is a big structure, so we're gonna need multiple heaters and shit for it. We will do... If I remember right, heaters are not blocking. So I should be able to do something like... I don't want to block the feng shui. That it sounds insane, but that is how I feel about it. I don't want to block the feng shui. And I don't know how to not block the feng shui. And I also don't want the heaters to be obvious. I know it seems like entirely too much prep, and I know that it is. But at the same time, the amount of shit that I have to give is so unbelievably small. I can't even quantify it to you. It's gonna need at least one heater. We'll try to set it up like this. We'll set it up like this, because that way at least it looks like it was on purpose. And then we're going to do over the wall cooler, and at least people that are going to be in here are going to have heat stroke. Okay, and then a little protective alcove for raiders. And wooden dormy. Right there. There's that. And then all this can be recreation of some kind. Then take forbid selection. Forbid all that. Reallow everything, because I definitely locked some stuff behind the forbidden that I didn't want. And this is, generally speaking, how we start. This is how we start. Giant freezer area for 8,000 refrigerated things. Cooking area. And then this can be our barracks / whatever until we get the rest of it figured out. Rim my world. So true. Let me add you to the colonist list. I should also do it for Xantos and the average sleeper, so let me do that. Let's do Xantos. And so when we get new colonists, we will roll the wheel. No flow, faux show, and we're gonna do the average sleeper. There we go. Consider yourself added. Save. Overwrite. Okay. Now, we're going to try to teach ourselves where things are. Or try to remind ourselves where things are. So, in red, I'm going to say to myself, cooking area. Yes, I wish there was a way that I could attach notes. Biotech, what the fuck? Okay, I don't know any of that. Then, we're going to cancel this. Gonna cancel these. Are we? Is that the life that I want to live? I don't know why I told myself I wanted to cancel this. I don't. Okay. That's fine. We will do wooden shelf blueprint. Okay. This. And then all this here. We'll do reclaim order, allow selection. Allow everything that we need in order to make a building. But don't allow the overwall vents. I don't know why this allow button is weird. Click to forbid. Okay. That looks good. Make a solid building. I don't want you to build a heater. I don't want you to build this over-the-wall vent. I don't want you to... Okay, that is fine. That's okay if you want to build that. We're going to forbid these two things. Unforbid these. Okay, that is a complete structure. That's a complete structure. And then that'll be our cooking and butchering area. He's gone off the deep end, so a normal stream then. Oh no, Flo. You know me so well. Oh man, when you rat, you rat. Let me tell you what. We're gonna treat the freezer as our garbage area, aka our warehouse, until we actually create like a warehouse structure, and then we'll have this big ass area be like the barracks. And then once we get an accumulation of wood, we'll then make RP houses and a workshop. A workshop I should plan out already. I need to plan out a workshop so that we can get wood as quickly as possible. Allow selection, allow this. Make everything to make a complete structure. This is fine. Do this. Do this. This is going to be so much wood, but it's okay. This. Don't allow that. Don't allow that. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. It's way too much to work on right now, but that's okay. Over the code, select similar, yes. Select similar things, invisible area. Forbid. Am I missing anything? Turn off the wall lamps. We don't need those just yet. I mean, we will sooner than later so that people can fucking see. And that's good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna save again. I'm gonna save this B word, and I'm going to create a dumping zone. I want you to bring literally everything in here that you can. I'm also gonna remove this. It's one more spot that we can have for shit. It's also double walled anyway, so it doesn't matter. Stockpile zone. Everything. Storage. We're gonna call this early game dump zone. Early game where early game shit pile. Okay, we're gonna call it early game shit pile, and that's going to have everything. We're gonna set it to low. That way, when we set up new stockpiles in the future, it's gonna be set automatically to normal. And so if there's overfill, it's going to put it in here. But for now, we just want everything. We just want everything in here. We don't want chunks. Plants? Okay, that scares me that that's included in there. Animal corpses. I mean, animal corpses are going to need to go in there regardless anyway at some point. Entity corpses? Probably not human-like corpses. We're not up to eating people yet. We're not that kind of cult. Not that we are a cult. I'm just saying. Is that if we were? Miscellaneous? What are you blocking? Toxic waste pack? Okay. I do those need to be segregated. When Barotrauma run with Shurumi? It's Shumi? Probably never. I'll be honest with you. It's probably never gonna happen. Not because I live to hurt you, but because I don't see it happening ever. I still am not interested in Barotrauma. I don't think that she's gonna be huge in a Barotrauma just because it's so much. Welcome in, Dark Stormy Moon. It was so much for me, and I completed a game of it. I'm gonna add Dark Stormy Moon to the list. Dark Stormy Moon of Colonists. Whenever we get it, whenever I hit the unpause button, if you can imagine Dragons. We're gonna turn off the quality builder because I don't want them to repeatedly build things with wood. I don't care that much. Okay. So we are all good to go to let them do their thing. They should move everything here. They should move everything here. I'm going to create a separate steel zone, like right outside. I'm going to tell them zone stockpile, and then make a stockpile zone somewhere in the middle or middle-ish. Do like this, and then I'm gonna name it temp steel. Clear all, no priority. Priority normal, that's fine. Steel, raw resources. And then we're going to copy this. I'd like to copy this. Expand zone. Copy this. We're gonna do copy settings. J. Stockpile zone. We're gonna name it temp wood zone. Actually, wood needs to be placed inside. It's fine if it's outside. It just deteriorates a little bit. We'll do like silver and shit. It's fine. We'll do a mix of silver and everything. So steel is there, and silver can also go there. Raw resources are already there. It's good. Raw resources, is it really? Everything is good there. Not plant matter? No plant matter. Stone blocks? No. Yes? Uranium. N, J. So we'll have two identical stockpiles here. I'm not going to do temporary wood zone. Wood does need to be inside if it can. Oh, so we're going to name this temp steel zone 2. Okay. Loved ones are so disappointing. That's fair. I can't get Cousin Bacon into any PvP games despite my desire. You gotta trick him into thinking that's his own idea. I don't know how exactly you're gonna do that. Bear Trauma is not a good game for goofing around. We did a fair bit of goofing on whatever the hardcore mode was. My playlist for the Bear Trauma run that I did with the Xantos and a bunch of other friends is on YouTube in case you want to watch it. youtube.com/AstroStoic. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Okay, so we have the basic building blocks here. Now we need to do some other stuff. And it seems like it's crazy that we've spent almost 2 hours on pre-prep. But this is how I am with this game. Okay? Once it gets going, I guarantee you I'm going to be sick of pre-prepping like this. But for now, this is part of my fun. So we're going to set up schedules. So we're going to set up people for something called a biphasic sleep schedule. About 1,000 years ago, before the invention of the light bulb, humans apparently would sleep in 2 chunks of 4 hours, typically speaking. Because they would just wake up in the middle of the night, do whatever they could then, sleep for a little bit, and then apparently wake up naturally with the morning sun. Can you imagine? So we're going to set up that, basically. And also because it happens to be like a good general use situation. Schedule, I mean. So let me bring up my cheat sheet for that. This biphasic sleep schedule is, in theory, going to make it... I'll show you what it looks like. Is, in theory, going to make it so that they get whatever sleep that they need in order to keep it above a 75% threshold. And then they're going to do activities together until their recreation is at least whatever percentage is going to be. So for a while, this is okay. Or forever. It depends. It's also not taking into consideration people that have, like, stomach worms and shit like that. Or night owl. So let me do this, and then it's gonna be sleep me. We'll do sleep here, and then sleep at 11 o'clock at night, and then take a little naparino between 11 and 14. Recreation for a couple of hours for everyone before bed. Okay? So I'm gonna copy this. And that's how that's gonna go. That's how the situation is gonna go. So they're on the biphasic sleep schedule. I feel like the sleep schedule would decrease productivity due to increased time walking around. From what I understand, they get huge amounts of time in between to do whatever they have to do. I agree with you, but we're just gonna try it. We're just gonna test it out and see if it's good for us. I honestly don't think that it's gonna be a huge amount of a difference as long as we keep everything kind of boxed in close to each other. I don't believe humans who sleep less than 6 hours. I did try to have a actual biphasic sleep schedule in college along with my roommate for like 3 weeks. Let me tell you, it was horrible. I did not feel good at any point. I kept doing it, but it felt fucking awful. Like, it was cool to be like, okay, now I'm gonna be awake for like 5 or 6 hours at 2 o'clock in the morning. It just it didn't feel good. It didn't feel natural. Now, granted, that's because I've been doing a monophasic sleep schedule for all the way up until literally that point. So maybe, you know, with duration, it could have been better. But whatever benefits it has, I'm perfectly content to just have it do whatever it's got to do. Just let it go with God. Okay, so we need to do schedules now. We already did that. We need to manage apparels. So I'm gonna go to my Moody HUD at the top right, which gives you more detail than you otherwise would have. And I'm going to select skills. Select skills. We're gonna increase the size of this a little bit. That literally helped none. I appreciate that. And we're going to take a look at what shooting and stuff people have. Hokubishu can't or does not want to fight ever. So they're not part of our militia. They never can be. It's not something anything will change. We're going to disallow people from having herbal medicine or greater than herbal medicine. And then we're only going to use medicine for the really good stuff until we have a stockpile of it. Hokubishu, as a dedicated medic, I'm going to ask you to carry around 1 satchel of herbal medicine in case you need to heal out in the field, which is your purpose. Your purpose is to your purpose is to pass butter. Apparel policy, we need to change a little bit. So apparel policies is going to be a little bit different than perhaps you're accustomed to. We have a mod that allows us to set outfits and then have people gear up in soldier outfits. So the idea is that if there's a threat, I'm going to have a wartime outfit. I'm going to have a peacetime outfit. That way, when there's nothing dangerous happening, they're going to, or if they just can't fight, in the case of Hokubishu, they're going to wear stuff that's going to help them move faster, because armor does weigh you down. It reduces your movement speed. The rest of the world is not built for it. Fair enough. I'm interested to see how it works. I actually did great with that type of schedule, but not everyone is built for that. I've been looking for a mod like this. There's no reason to ever take off the armor my guys use, sadly. You could argue that it's good that you have your people armored up at all times, because if you have enough people, you don't really have to worry about hauling or anything like that, or if you have trained animals and stuff. Listen to me listen to me sounding like I know what I'm talking about. Wow, he became such an expert so quickly. How? We're gonna do worker. I want you to wear things that are not over what? What is tattered apparel? I think it's 51%. Let's look it up. Tattered apparel. Oh, thought situation and general clothing. That's what I want. Clothing layers. Tattered. No, really? What's the quality? What's the amount of degradation that something becomes tattered? No. Tattered clothing percentage. Any one piece of gear has to fall below 50% to trigger the tattered debuff. Tattered clothing becomes less than 50%, it'll become tattered. So I never want you. We're gonna push back the ads that we're gonna start in literally 4 seconds. I'm pushing it back 5 minutes. You're welcome. Like and subscribe. We're gonna say I want you to only wear things that are over 51% health. I don't care what the quality is. Let's look at workers. I want you to be able to wear all this stuff. Makes sense for a worker. I don't really feel like I need to change any of this. Armor. No armor, headgear, that's fine. Blindfold, I guess. Face mask. You can wear a face mask if you want to if you're a worker, that's fine. Hood. I don't really care. Social impact. Why are some of these disallowed as workers? Gas masks. Okay. Psychic full helmets, no. Slave collar, no. We're not gonna have slaves. The Stoics believe that trying to own another person was horrible. Torture crown, probably not. Utility? Headgear's fine. Utility, miscellaneous. Welcome, Obes. Shout out, Obes. Music. Good to see you, buddy. This is fine. Soldiers, we're now gonna do the same thing. I'm going to say the same thing. If it's under 51% hit points, don't wear it. I'm gonna see if that bites me in the ass, which it probably will. Because you're gonna be wearing body armor if it's 51% or not. So maybe I remove that. Maybe I give them no preference for that, because if all I have is 30% body armor, you're going to wear 50% body armor. That's just how that's gonna work. Okay, so manage apparel thingies, manage areas. How do I get to the... Oh, how do I get to the policy page? I don't remember how to get to the policy page. Work, no. Schedule, no. Assign, no. Apparel policies. How do I do this? How do I access what it is that I'm trying to use? Orders, zone, schedule, assign, no. I'm trying to remember. There's a mod menu that I'm trying to find. There's a mod menu that I'm trying to find. And I'm trying to let my lizard brain find out for me what that is. Architect. Orders. Production. Security? No. Furniture? Structure? Zone? Orders. Why do I think it's in orders? Planning? Pathing. It's not. Let me actually come out of their little pods here. Okay, this is part of it. So Gear and Go is one of the mods that I added. The idea is that if I remember how to set this policy, I can set it so that when I tell them to gear up and go, they're going to draft, they're gonna go to wherever the armory is. They're going to equip whatever is in like the wartime schedule that I have set, and then they're going to either go to an area that I have set elsewhere, or they're just gonna sit there and wait for more orders. So gear and go is what? Assign, manage policies. It has to be here. Quick poll, how many people get up to atrocities in Rimworld? I actually never get around to it. Enslaving people in organ harvesting is a hassle. I'm too much of a good person, so I don't really think in those terms. How do I set this to be the gear up and go? If you're using better pawn control, this will also set the policy named in settings. Named in the settings. Right click to set policy from a drop down menu instead. Okay, well the right click is not working. Options. Mod options. Gear up and go. If you're using better pawn control, set this policy when you click the button. Soldier. Right click the button to set a policy from a drop down menu instead. Okay, well the right click doesn't work. Last policy is remembered, so shift clicking does not. Okay, now in theory, because I've just set that, it means that when I use that button, gear up and go, it means that they're going to set their workers, they're going to set themselves to the soldier policy, which is going to tell them I need to change my clothes to wartime. And then they're going to go do that, and then they're going to wait for orders. There's also something else that I added. Security, something like that. Blueprints, something. There's something in here somewhere that we'll worry about, or I will worry about after the fact, that allows me to set certain, like, fallback points for them. But I don't think that's going to be necessary until we have, like, a ton of people, or until we have, like, a kill zone, which is not going to be for a while. Allow everything. We're gonna allow everything there on the ground. I have 1,000 hours. Holy shit! I thought 300 was. Never played Rimworld, but for all I know, for it, it's the fucked up stuff you can do. There's a lot of really deeply unpleasant stuff that you can do. Doubly so with the Anomaly horror themed expansion. Okay, so we've done that. Schedule, assign. Apparel policy is going to be worker, and then they should default back to worker when is needed. Food policy, eat the best thing available to you. We're now going to set the drug policy. Social drugs. We now have to set the maximum amount that people are going to tolerate. So we're going to go to drugs in Rimworld. Browser. Maximum amount of safe daily doses would be... Where is it? Safe interval. Beer. We're going to set social drugs for joy. Recreation. Scheduled. We're going to set scheduled, and then... Actually going to look up here first, because we need to see what their tolerances are. Because I think one of our people is sanguine or something. No. Temperature, no. Their breaking point is going to be around 35% for the most part. So we're going to set it so that any time that they're going to get to about 36 or 37% stress level, for lack of a better way of saying it, we're going to tell them to go get stoned. Go get stoned or go get a beer if we have it available, even though beer is a pain in the ass. Manage social drugs. We're going to do... ambrosia is also fine. Ambrosia is fine. For joy. That's okay. Psych IT is also fine. Smoke leaf. We have all the big ones here. Only do if your mood is below 37%. That way, if you feel like you're gonna fucking break, you go to whatever the recreational item is before you actually start freaking out. And then by the time that you reach it, ideally you'll be at like 35%, and then you can avoid it in its entirety. So we're gonna do 37%. They can have 1 beer a day. 1 beer a day. 1 beer once a day. Once a day, they can have a beer. They can have a doobie snack 2 times per day if they need it. Even though getting stoned makes them unbelievably unproductive, I would rather them be slightly productive than fucking freak out and start setting fires everywhere. Ambrosia is 1.6 days, so that's going to be an everyday for me. And Psych IT is once every couple days. Okay. And then that's a set it and forget it. Reading policy, I don't know what this is. Create and manage templates for controlling which books colony members are allowed to read. I don't give a shit. I'm sure that this was added with something. Well, I don't know what. I've yet to play Anomaly. You and me both, brother. This is my first time live in the studio, in front of a live studio audience where I'm playing with Anomaly too. I need to get a mod list together again. I'd rather have animals or robots to do the works prisoners will be doing. Okay, reading policies. Organ harvesting is pain because you need to capture enemies alive. Also, imprisoning people is a risk and requires time. Your pawns could be spent doing other things. Only game with more is like Foxhole. Don't read the Necronomicon. Hey, what's this? Why is it undulating? Why does it look like a pain face? Animals. We have an animal named Klutz. What the fuck is that? A waste rat. What do waste rats eat? A toxin-adapted variant of the common rat, waste rats have evolved to be pollution-resistant as well as larger, tougher, and more aggressive. That's cute, but what do you eat? You eat vegetable. You eat anything. Okay, well, evidently, who are you bonded to? Okay, you're Hoku Bishu's pet. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is to keep them from being eaten by this wolf that's right here. I'm gonna try to restrict their movement. So we're gonna do a new area. No, we don't need to do a new area yet. Pet zone. And we're going to say, I'm gonna put this white here. Pet zone, manage area. You stay in the pet zone. You stay in the pet zone. This pet zone is... For the pet zone, it is gonna be In here, but not in the garden area. This is fine. You could be outside, clear a loud area. That's okay. Expand a loud area. You can eat bushes and stuff, but not any of my actual plants that are growing. That's fine. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. It's all well and good. Just stay in this area and don't die. Is the premise. Okay. I'm gonna save it one more time. Now, we need to arm people. So, we have basically no one that's good at shooting or cares about shooting, which in an environment like this is fantastically bad. That's horrible. What else do you do? Cook? I think I have it set so that they can... I should be able to right-click them. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I should be able to right-click them, and I should be able to set... like little icons next to them. Badges. That's right. Okay, so for organization purposes, Hokubishu is a medic first. And what else? Social, bio. You're good at medicaling and you're good at cooking, right? There's nobody else that's good at cooking. Yes? Okay, never mind. Serena's good at cooking, so probably not that. You're good at cooking and socializing. So your badge is going to be... hauling, no. Fishing, crafting, trade, social. Okay. You're good at social. And you, Serena, are going to be the cook. And what else are you good at? Bio? Construction. No, you're good at cooking and and planting, sort of. You're sort of good at cooking and planting. So let's do planting here. Enjoy your lurk, Santos. Liam Newman, socialization, bio, needs. Bio, what are you good at? Crafting. You're good at crafting and melee. Crafting and construction, I think is what it said to me. No, you're horrible at construction. You're good at just crafting, which is fine. That's okay. And melee, I guess. Okay, so we have our badges, so I can see at a glance who is good at what. That way you don't have to put like medic in front of their name or something. Okay, so everyone's just fucking horrible at shooting and shit like that. That sucks. That's really bad. I guess we're gonna give Serena the hunting. No, we should give Liam the hunting rifle because we need Serena to be planting pretty much 24/7. So we're gonna give Serena the revolver, and then Hokubishu, I guess you can. You won't even hold the knife. I better be good at burning forests and destroying the ozone layer. We might naturally get there. There's so much shit that I haven't played with because I haven't played Rimworld in about 1,000 years, almost like literally a year. And in that time, there's been 2 expansions that I barely tapped into at all. There's going to be all sorts of stuff they haven't seen before. Including you can become like a toxic hellscape if you want to. You can. Like, the game has expanded so much. Now, let me double check now that I've wasted approximately 2.5 hours of your time. So you're set to the pet zone. That's good. I'm not even going to look at that. That's scary to me. Research. This is the research, the modded research tree, so I can see at a glance what goes into what. It honestly scares me looking at this. Up and down. I want to go up. I want to go up and down. Carpet making, devil strand, beer brewing, psychoid brewing. Why is this? Relax. I can't see what it's saying because it's trying to strobe light me. Why is it doing that? Hello? Okay, well, I can sort of see it. Prepare psychoid leaves into a drink of some kind. Psychoid brewing could be a good earner for us soon, but I want automated gun turrets as quickly as humanly possible. Because if they're shooting at the turrets, they're not shooting at me. So turret pack, gun turrets. Produce simple automated gun turrets, and then just devote all effort to that. So they are going to research machining. When it comes to it, they're going to research machining. They're going to research smithing and then machining. Smithing and then machining and then gunsmithing and then blowback operation, and then they're gonna allow me to make gun turrets. That's a ton of research for one person. I don't know if we even have anybody that has good research. Intellectual, we have Okubishu, which is good because when they're not healing people, they can be researching. That's fine. Okay, researching quests and wildlife. There's not going to be any quests. We're going to now work on manual priorities. So I'm going to turn all this shit off. Schedule, no. Assign, no. Work, yes. I want to set everything in a category to nothing. Shift click. 5 fires, we're going to reduce it to nothing. So that I can see with a clear mind what's going on. We have another mod that adds a utility button that forces people to haul on a priority. That's a haul plus that you can see in extremely tiny text at the bottom left. It's basically saying, I want you to stop literally whatever you're doing and go fix this thing now. Go take care of this thing, haul it in now. Like if they just dropped like the Blunder Bussy 9000, I want you to stop everything and go get it. Firefighting should be number 1. Patienting, as in like staying in place if you're sick, is number 1. Hokubishu as a healer is going to be doctoring. Bed rest is 1. Hall is 1. Childcare, I know nothing about, but I guess Hokubishu as the number 1 healer social main is going to take care of that, even though Liam Newman is presumably better at child rearing. I don't know if we're even going to live long enough to see any children being made. Basic, as in like flipping switches and releasing prisoners and stuff like that, is fine. Hokubishu is wardening. Handling is number 1 for Hokubishu. Serena as a cook is going to start cooking. Hunting, by default, actually, we're going to have you equip your shit. Hunting is going to be Liam's job until it's not. Hunting, constructing. If you're not cooking, I want you to construct things. And if you're not constructing things, I want you to grow things. That already seems like a lot for one person. Hokubishu, if you're not cooking, sorry, if you're not handling, wardening, child rearing, doctoring, maybe they're actually equally good at cooking also. They're also good at cooking. Who is a planter? Plant cutting, growing. I don't want the person that's growing to be also the one that's cooking. That's a bad overlap. Because cooking and planting takes fucking forever. So Hokubishu, you're basically doing everything. You're basically doing everything. Okay, if you're not growing, I want you to plant cut. Crafting, definitely, is Liam Newman's job. Tailoring, smithing. Hauling, is a 4 for everyone, and if you're not hauling, I want you to clean. And Hokubishu, if you have literally nothing else to do, I want you to research. So this is the basic building blocks for how I set up all my Rimworld stuff. Well, I then decide based off of priorities what I would like them to work on next. So, some of these, even though they're further to the left as a higher priority, I want changed. So, for example, if there's stuff to grow, I don't want Serena working on constructing. I want you to grow everything there is to grow first, and then construct normally. But because we're still in the early game, probably constructing is better. Constructing, growing, because we can still eat berries and shit like that. Growing, I want you to... This actually seems okay. Dark Study was added with Anomaly. We'll do this, and then we'll see what isn't getting done. This actually seems fine. Research is very low on the list, and that scares me. But, you know, we're basically... we're basically doing what we can. Let us... I feel like I should kill this Timberwolf before it becomes a problem, because it's definitely going to. It's going to hunt the rat. Thank you for the lurk, Carbon. Appreciate it. Let me hunt this. It's 100% base chance to attack when harmed. We're gonna save this. And we should just kill this. Because if it's not it's so close. It's so close, it's definitely gonna kill us if we don't kill it first. So let's sit down to grow zone. Match. Generally speaking, you want about 5 tiles of potatoes in non-fertile soil for each colonist that you have. We do have fertile soil, which is going to help with the rate at which we grow things. If I remember right. So let's add 2 grow zones here. We'll do a grow zone here. Do a grow zone here and shrink the growing zone. Get to the doorway. And then this can be what? This can be rice, maybe? Rice is very good with fertility sensitivity. It grows really, really fast. But it also is kind of shit. We'll do fiber corn is what? Oh, that's like a that's like a really shitty version of wood. Okay. Strawberry plant? Probably. Like, I don't know how many strawberries we're going to be able to make. Strawberry is very sensitive to fertility. Like, I don't know how many meals we're actually going to get out the door soon. So let's trust ourselves a little bit. Let's do corn for 1. So that is going to be corn zone. Corn hub. We'll name it corn hub. Corn hub. If you've enjoyed this so far and you want to see more of it, mash that follow button. Every single follow makes a huge difference. It points other people towards me, and it updates you when I'm around, and it gives you a bunch of free emotes. Zone me. We're going to create a growing zone. We're going to do half and half. We're going to do... It's probably way too much, actually. We're going to do a few things. We're going to do... this... And then this is going to be... Eventually, we'll have all these replaced with, like, single entities. We'll do growing zone 8 for heal root. Even though it says that it can't do it, I understand it can't. That's okay. We'll do rice for this temporarily. Rice zone. Heal zone. Then we will do potato plant, no. Cotton plant, yes. Cotton zone. And 1 more. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Shrink zone. We don't need that much cotton, because we're going to be swimming in different, like, animal furs and shit like that. Zone. Match? No. Growing zone? I just want and growing zone. That's all I want. Probably should turn off the fertility. I don't really need it. Heal root, no. Rice plant, no. Hay grass, no. Psychoid, maybe? I mean, we could sell smoke leaf stuff if we have nothing else to do. I think that still involves crafting. We'll do that. We'll sell light drugs. Smoke zone. Okay. So we have cotton, we have rice. Just gonna hold us over until the corn grows. Rice zone, healing, and then exports, basically. Save it one more time. I don't know what's going to go down with this wolf. I don't think that we have what it takes in order to beat it properly. But we have to kill it. Like, we have to kill it. It's gonna attack us, and then it's gonna be too late. First thing they want to do, though, is set these guys to defend themselves if they need to. How do I do that? Brain. Work. If you get attacked, how do I tell you to automatically defend yourself? Attack. Attack. And then Hokubishu, you just fucking run away because you can't defend yourself anyway. Okay, let's do... Going to kind of place you apart, and then I'm going to see how far... First combat after 3 hours. Let's go. Okay. I want you to take pot shots at this until you hit it. This is going to go well. Is it running away? What's it doing? Uh-huh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. That's fine. Do what you gotta do, Pokemon. You do what you gotta do. If you hungry. It is running away. Which is fine. I just want you to keep shooting at it. I just want you to keep shooting at it. This game looks like fun. It is very Simsy. There is a social aspect to it. I also have a couple of mods that make it so that if you zoom in really close, you can see conversations happening between the colonists that actually affects their mood and stuff like that. There's layers upon layers, dude. This whole thing is an onion. If I can scare it away, that's fine. I just don't want it near my shit. It can hunt other animals. I just need it to not be near me. Actually, okay. Clear this. As long as it's away from me, that's all I care about. It just can't eat the waste rat, because if it eats the rat, that means that Hokubishu is going to be unbelievably fucking depressed because their pet rat died. And these little colonists will get married. They'll get married, and apparently a recent update made it so that they can have kids. We're gonna speed this up just a little. Look at it! Look at it! They just talked. Hokubishu and Liam Newman quipped about taming sardines. That's cute as hell. And then if you click on any of the colonists, you can look at their social tab and see what they last talked about. You can also see their relationships with each other, which can build dynamically. They can also have issues with each other and possibly get into fistfights. Liam Newman is friends with Serena and is an acquaintance to Hokubishu. If that ain't kawaii shit, I don't know what will. I also have an animation mod that makes this, that they kind of like walk around like South Park characters. Instead of just, you know, silently. They're going for a walk right now for recreation. Like they build, it makes them look more energetic. Like before, they would just have like a little light spark. I don't like that wolf being there. The wolf being there scares me. It's going to tell me if it's hunting somebody. And hopefully will stop everything from getting on pause when that happens. Like right now, it's sleepy time. So what I should do, what I am going to do, is I'm going to set up temporary sleeping spots for them. Set up temporary sleeping spots for them. They're going to be pissed that they're outside, but they also just crash landed, so they have no expectations whatsoever. They're going to take little biphasic nappy poos. I swear to fuck, if that wolf had better go after that turkey. I don't like that wolf being there, but I basically can't do anything about it. None of my colonists can defend themselves because they're just shit. They're shit at shooting. They're good at melee, but you shouldn't be, they're not good at melee. They're just interested in learning melee combat techniques. I like that wolf being there. I like the cut of its jib. Something about that wolf don't seem right to me. We're gonna speed this up a little bit because everybody's snoozing. He's gonna eat a packaged meal. I prefer that they don't eat packaged meals. I prefer that because packaged meals they basically never ever go away. They never deteriorate. They have no expiration date, anything like that. It's like the Pizza Party Chinese MRE that I sent X-ray specs for her due diligence as a mod. You remember, don't you? We'll harvest all the berries if we can, and then we're gonna let people have access to packaged meals for a little bit longer. Let me tell you what. I'm going to enable you to have a wall torch lamp. So that you don't have a debuff. Do wall torch lamp, and wall torch lamp, and how much does that cover? Basically nothing at all. Wall torch lamp and wall torch lamp. We're gonna make this look a little bit cleaner. We're gonna move the wall torch lamps a little bit upward. Wall torch lamps, and I have to wait for that one. That's okay. It's gonna send me to space a little bit, that I can't just like do the thing, but that's okay. There we go. Sarita's on it. Oh, I can't place a wall torch lamp there, but that should be able to cover it anyway. That's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect until it does. Until it does. So this area that we're working on now, if you're just coming in, is going to be the freezer area. We're going to store all of our food. Right now, it's our baby's first warehouse / sleeping zone. So it's where they store all their shit, and it's where they eat, and it's where they poop. If they had that function to poop, which can get added by a mod. What did you just talk about? Serena Agni told a joke about botched surgeries, so Hoku Vishu. A little bit of dark humor. Gotta love it. You love to see it. Now, I could add a section to lead to the outside, and I honestly should. Like, I shouldn't have it be all one direction. So let's actually do that now before it becomes problematic later. We're gonna do a little out area here. Just like that. That's fine. Wooden door. That's okay. I don't like that it's asymmetrical, but at the same time, I don't like this. I don't like it jutting out either. Do I care about that? Hang on. I do care about it being symmetrical, though. This is the torture of this game. Wooden door. That's fine. I will survive. That actually looks good. IMO. LOL. We're gonna want this shit roofed and housed as quickly as possible. So let's do some wood cutting orders here. Hut plants? No, that's not what I want. I want wood cutting all along the inside, and then wood cut all the areas that are going to be cleared out for the dining room / recreational area. Then I want you to cut all the areas where the greenhouses are going to be. And that should be all she wrote. And then as soon as possible, I want you to roof this area. Roof everything here if you can help it. Cannot build. Okay, well, when you can build over the oak tree, then just freaking do it. Freaking do it. Where am I? You are still on the colonist naming list. I'm going to spin the wheel every time we get a new colonist, which is not going to happen terribly often. Which is why there's a big fuck off wheel right from the start. It's not like XCOM where I get like a constant supply of new people. If it seems like people have been away for a long time, like they're just not interested in Rimworld, then I'll probably replace their names. No definitive plans for that. That's just the ad hoc idea I came up with literally right now. I do want you to prioritize working on the wall lamps, though. If you can do that. You can do that for me, because I don't want you working in darkness, if you can help it. Thank you. There it is. There it is. What are we doing? How's everyone doing? People are gathering. Liam is gathering steel to haul the inventory, cutting poplar tree, cutting oak tree. Looks good. We're going to slow it down just a little bit because I don't know where the wolf is. Where's the wolf? It's very important that we keep track of where the wolf is. It looks like the wolf has moved all the way north, which is fine. As long as it minds its own business, I suppose I will do the same. That's right. That's right, my little babies. That's right, my little babies. They will roof on their own. They will roof on their own if the space is enclosed, but I want to make sure that these are covered by a roof. That way they deteriorate less quickly. Never mind, it doesn't matter, apparently. It doesn't matter if they're unroofed. So I just wasted my own goddamn charm. Build roof area. I guess you get rid of the... No. Ignore roof area. Yes. Don't build a roof if you don't need to. Construction botched? What do I pay you for? Literally nothing. Look at all these little babies. Look at them go, dude. Look at them go, dude. We don't need the steel, the wall lamp just yet because we don't have power. So I'm gonna cancel that. I forgot to disallow that. We'll close that, and then we'll do furniture. Furniture. Wall torch lamp right there and right here. And that should be all she wrote. And then it will tell you to include a wooden shelf to resupply the fueled stove with wood. The fuck is that wolf, dude? At the top right, just stay over there. Animals will do things that make sense to you. So carnivorous animals will independently hunt down things like rabbits and shit like that when they want to. Sometimes animals will just go completely insane and they'll attack your colony, which is fine if it's like a small animal like a bunny. Not fine when it's like exploding rats and camels and shit like that, which is a thing on the rim. I forgot that they are on biphasic sleep schedule. I was about to yell at them. So far, so good. I know we did literally 3 hours of prep, but it also means that you literally don't have to think about where the shit is gonna go later. Look at them go. Look at these little animations. They're so cute. I also have mods that make it so that when gunfire starts happening, when battle starts happening, bullet cases will actually eject out of their weapons. They will trail blood. There will be graphic blood splatters. There's even a little bit of like ricocheting and like debris that flies out of places when scattered shots hit the ground. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, we don't want whatever this is to happen. Can we avoid that? I forgot that you were gonna let it be like that. Critical. We'll set it to critical. We don't want anything in here just yet. What this is gonna be the cooking area. So what we want is two different things. We want raw resources. Want plant matter? No. Raw resources. We want foods. We want raw. Okay, we want meat and one. Meat or animal products, which is like milk. And I get that this is going to lead to a situation where it rots sometimes, but hopefully it doesn't get that far. Then we're going to copy the settings from here. We're going to apply it to the other bench or the other shelf. Except instead of foods, instead of meat, we're going to tell them to do vegetarian. So one side is going to be meat, the other side is going to be corn, and then they're going to grab it from the shelves left and right of them and make the juiciest steak vegetable combinations that this Rimworld has ever seen. But right now they have a ton of shit on it right now that is not doing anything for me. So yes, absolutely remove it. Same issue over here, except we're gonna do storage. We're gonna set it to critical, disallow. This is a butchery room, so we're going to want animal corpses in this. And we're going to set it to that. And they're going to take all this steel and shit and put it into the general warehouse garbage area. Why is there rocks here? All these, please. Just move these out of the bed area so you're not sleeping on them. Create stockpile. Create chunk stockpile. Create chunk stockpile and just, I don't know, fucking put it over here. Whatever. Chunk stockpile zone 1, that's fine. I know that leaving silver outside for raiders seems bad, but it's just a distraction. You should be able to crawl over the butchery table in order to set up this wall thing, right? Cannot work on it. Missing wood. I've got all the wood you ever need, baby. Quest active. Young drifter wishes for charity. I can't deny this because it's going to piss off my residents. And thankfully, it has a tooltip telling me that this is the case. The poor child named Penelope is approaching looking for help. She's begging for 30 silver. That's fine, I got it. Penelope wants the silver to help buy the freedom of her big sister who is enslaved by pirates. You can give the items to Penelope by selecting a colonist and right-clicking on her. Penelope will move on after 1 day. The child is not part of any faction. If you wish, you could choose to kill, arrest, sell, or harvest her without diplomatic consequences. It's a charity quest. If you don't fill it, believers in pro-socialism will be unhappy due to their charitable beliefs. And if you do, then the opposite happens. We're gonna have Hokubishu give 30 silver to her. She's gonna run over, give the silver to her. And development points change from 0 to 2. Beggars help, let's go!
Bingo!
Let's set a gathering spot for traders. Preferably outside, where it's cold. Miscellaneous. Harvest store can sell nuclear weapons. We're not anywhere near nuclear weapons. We're still putting wall torches on the walls. Man. Marriage spot? No. Trading spot? Yes. Congregate outside. Don't go into my bunker / warehouse / refuse area. Welcome in, Ruffles. I don't think that any harvesting organs is going to happen today. That's not really what my people are about. If it comes to it that a raider has a juicy looking spleen or something, then we'll think about it. But for now, we're going to be playing the, quote, good guys in Rimworld, if you can believe it. It's basically like playing... It's basically like playing the evil guy in Baldur's Gate 3. Nobody does it, right? So, you know, watch me try to play nice guys. Everybody loves that. The visitors, they seem to have a few items to trade. Probably garbage. The first round of traders always do. Have garbage. I had an ambiance pack, but I don't hear anything. I can kind of hear it. Can you hear it? Look at that water. That's some nice looking water. Oh, they're inactive. Why are they inactive? You guys should be doing all sorts of shit. Excuse me? Why are you plant cutting? Hokubishu healer is because you're not set to plant cut? Okay, well, if you're not set to plant cut, then plant cut. It's not that hard. Wandering? Why are you guys inactive? What are you doing? Liam Newman? Wardening? Hunting? Let's do wild boars? Probably not. What's your tendency to fight back? Mark animals to be hunted? Yeah, but how often do you fight back? Wildness? Fucking... What's your... Flammability is 70%, if you ever want to know how flammable a wild boar is. That's how much. They're good for eating. But I want to know revenge chance on harm. They have a 0% chance to attack back on harm? That doesn't seem right. I mean, I'll hunt them, don't get me wrong. Let me just hunt all these. Because they actually give good meat. And Hokubishu. Okay, we're gonna fucking hunt, please. Trade with Paul. What do you have? Components. You have nothing for me. You have 1 medicine. Okay. 1 medicine, 5 survival meals, reinforced barrel for what? Okay, well I don't need that yet, so probably not. Thank you for your business. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Like my Robodick for annual. So far, so good. This biphasic sleep schedule makes me feel like they're not doing as much as they normally do, even though the same amounts of time are being used. But how are they doing psychologically? Their mood is very high, which if their mood is high enough, then they actually get like work speed bonuses and things like that. They're less likely to fuck up. How are we doing on basic resources? We have 30 components. That's not going to be nearly enough for things, but I want you to complete this inner area first. Complete this inner area first, then we can talk. Let's do... We need to set this up first. Butchery table. Add bill. I want you to butcher creatures that are in... Do it an unlimited number of times. I want you to butcher creatures forever. And I want you to grab from your little alcove here, because ideally, this should be full of animals all the time. And we'll change that if we need to expand to this area outside. Actually, do we need to wait for that? They should prioritize the closest creatures first anyway. So we'll expand that to the inside of what will be the freezer area. And then you, fueled stove, add bill, cook simple meal ×4. I'm assuming that's an efficiency thing. Cook 4 straightforward meals from 1 ingredient. Work to make is 20. Work to make is 5. So I'm literally... Okay, I guess it's so that it make them in batches and don't fuck around. Find meals, cooking 6, cooking speed, work to make. Some of the ingredients are wasted in order to create a good eating experience. So like putting a little leaf on top. I respect that. Do they need 5 meals in the beginning? Probably not. I just need a stock of like 100. I need a stock of 100. Do with surplus, 1 per person. Huh? With surplus. What does that mean? Count equipped? No. What does with surplus mean? Take to best stockpile? No. Drop on the floor? Drop on the floor, and I want your radius to collect from the freezer / butchery area. Not so, what does with surplus mean? Currently have with surplus. I've never seen this button before. Do until you have... What does with surplus mean? Let me try to look it up. With surplus... Rimworld. This matters because it might change how I do this shit. This was added apparently by a mod. With surplus. Browser toggle so you can see what I'm looking at. 1 per colonist, I get that. There's also do bill with surplus. Does the bill only if you have extra ingredients more than X. Does the bill only if you have extra ingredients. List all resources that are checked to use for the bill. Doesn't work on... Okay. I don't fully understand how I'm supposed to limit that. With surplus. So is it basically saying, like, if you have more than... If you have extra ingredients more than X, but X is what? Welcome in, Mr. Fish. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Fish251. This with the surplus scares me because I don't know what it's going to do. We're going to use it so they can see if I notice a difference. Okay, not plus 100. Not plus 100. Not plus 100. What is it doing? Stop. Okay, stop at 100 meals. I don't necessarily know if that's going to last forever, but it should last a while. 100 meals is pretty good. Then we're going to do 100 meals. And then I'm going to tell you... Well, actually, we're going to do 50 meals in the beginning because we don't have a refrigeration set up yet. So let's tone that down a little bit. Let's tone it down a little bit. Cook simple meal with surplus. So it's not going to do it then. Is what it's saying to me. What if I do until you have 10 with surplus? Dude, I'm confused by that. Cook simple meal ×4. And I'm gonna have you do 30 instead. No, we're gonna do 40, so it's clean. Pause when satisfied. I want you to unpause when we have less than 20 meals left. And then, so once we have 20 meals, then I want you to cook until we have 40 again. That seems right. Okay. I don't know what surplus means. We'll do cook, fine meal. It's 40, and then we'll do with surplus. This recipe cannot have a surplus count because it has multiple ingredients. So what the fuck does it do? What does it do then, brother? What does it do? I don't get it. I'm just not gonna use a button until I independently research and see what's going on there. All right, everyone, keep working. Could you be handy? He's gonna be out there hunting that fucking boar forever, dude. Wait, they can leave the map? That fucking sucks. They didn't used to be able to leave the map. What the shit is that? If you like pigs, this is gonna be a bad game for you. Okay, we made an inside area. What about lighting? Is our lighting situation okay? We're missing a little bit of lighting over here. They've added so much stuff to make this shit so much easier, dude. I really appreciate it. Eventually we're gonna have wall lights that are gonna be much better than this. But for now, we're just gonna have to, you know, smoke them if we got them. What are you guys talking about? Okabishu chatted about breakfast. Okabishu chatted about vacations with Sarita Agni. Who's gonna tell him? Look, they're doing it! They just did it! Look, they put the meals there, dude! Look, Peter, they're doing it. They're really doing it. Okay, now, I would really appreciate it if you would hurry up deconstructing this. I'm gonna wait until they don't have anything to do before I tell them to do things. Wait a minute. Why haven't you started planning? Are you stupid? Bio? Plants. Who's the planter?
Hey, that's pretty good.
Serena's the Serena, you freaking get on it, dude. We needed this up yesterday. What's going on? Work? Serena Agni, what is she doing instead? She's constructing? I mean, that is explicitly what I told you to do. But I want you to do everything at once. A local rat has gone mad. X-ray specs, avert your eyes. This is going to be very unpleasant for you. Where is the rat? Jump to location. Okay, the rat is right there. We have to avoid having any downtime whatsoever. So over here. Where's the rat? The rat is coming. Don't yell at her. She just needs to do everything at once. This is gonna be very unpleasant. Look away, X-ray. I'm gonna have to shoot the rat. The rat is very small, but I have to kill it. It's rabid. Oops, oofers, dude. Oofers. That's it. I'm gonna eat it. I'm sure nothing's wrong with that. Prioritize hauling the rat. We're gonna make rat burgers.
All praise the cult. Chat. All praise the cult.
It's
Praise
not
the
a cult.
The cult is
like
love.
I said.
The cult is love.
Just because
All praise
we
the
every
cult.
third full moon smother ourselves in petroleum jelly and then have a huge orgy in which everybody moans a creepy unison, like they did in Midsummer, doesn't make us a cult. It just means that we believe in unconventional activities as a form of social bonding. It's not a cult, though. I heard the shot. Tree. Okay, now it's lit, which means that they move around. So if they work in the darkness, they're going to be unhappy about it, and they're going to be slower. Now what are they doing? What are you doing? Hunting wild boar, harvesting oak tree. That's good, because we're going to need a lot more wood for the days to come. Hopefully, Serena is now going to plant. Actually, I should set her to planting over not planting. Like, we're not hurting for anything necessarily. Like, she's very good at planting. I just need her to, like, do it faster. I need her to do everything faster, more competently and quickly. I just need that to be a thing for me. Build copy. Like, I know it's not her fault that she crash landed on this Rimworld, but at the same time, like, we all have problems. I don't think your TTS worked. It did. Yep, I heard it. I was just talking over it. That's my bad. Here, let me do it again. But I definitely heard it. Now tell me when I do it again if you hear it. If my OBS wants to stop being shitty for a second, I'd really appreciate that.
All praise the cult, chat. All praise the cult, praise the cult. The cult is life, the cult is love. All praise the cult.
Not a cult, though. Did you hear it that time? All right, just everybody keep stockpiling. Let me keep stockpiling. Let me know if the music gets too loud, because I think it's getting on the upper end of loudness. But it's hard because all the songs are like very slightly audio balanced differently. Okay, haul this urgently. I don't want that keeping the door open like that. Okay, now we're going, since we have a little stockpile of wood, we're gonna work on our dining area because they're gonna get increasingly pissed that they have to eat on the ground. Like savages. Orders. Going to allow selection. We're gonna tell you that you can allow everything there. We're gonna forbid the coolers and everything. And then we're going to unset quality builder here. Actually, do we want to do that? This is supposed to be a nice area, so I want it to be not, like, shitty a little bit. So we'll set it to standard here, and then we'll just forbid everything except for 4. We should get a 4th colonist soon. A little bit of coping for me. Okay, you're jamming out, so I assume that the volume is good. It is a bop, though, isn't it? Rimworld also has good music, but it's very sporadic. This arena reached level 7 in construction. Let's go! Normal chair. Everybody is doing something, which is good. Liam is going to be hunting until the end of time, which is not preferable, but I understand. I should also build another vent in here. Over the wall vent. And then block it. Just to make sure that there's good airflow in here. It's fine, I can still hear you over it. I'm assuming at a comfortable volume. Ancient danger. As Liam Newman draws near an ancient wall, a sense of foreboding overcomes him. He isn't sure why, but he feels that this dusty structure may contain a great danger. Yeah, so just don't dig into it. How about that? How about you just don't do it? It seems like an easy adjustment for me. Okay, since it looks like you'd be here for a while, Serena thinks that you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? We'll do the Stoa Poikile, aka the Painted Porch, which is where a bunch of weirdos 2,000 years ago hung out and talked about general use self-help life advice. Which Just press a button. Anything. Besitos is winning. You're also allowed to not care. Don't let me peer pressure you, even though I'm the streamer. All right, Besitos it is. I'm prematurely ending the poll. Big bussy Besitos. Okay. There we go. Your faction is now known as Stoa Porcelain, and this community is now known as Big Bussy Besitos. Sick. Why did you get placed here? Why did you get placed here? Why did you get placed there? I know you didn't hunt that there. Why is this here? Maybe they just didn't move it quickly enough. It's critical though. I guess it's fine, but I really do want you to put it there. Minor break risk. Why? The bio needs night owl in daytime. Oh shit, you're a night owl. I didn't realize that you were a night owl. Oh fuck. Night owl is what? Night owl would be what? Night owl is what? When do you get mad? Rimworld drugs. Night owl. -10 mood penalty if awake during the day. So true. Between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. So for you, Liam Newman, let's wipe your schedule out. And we're going to say, I want you to sleep between 11 and 18. 11 and 18. And then we'll do 2 rounds of this and 2 rounds of that. Okay. That seems good. We'll just move your sleep schedule into one chunk because apparently you hate being awake during those very specific rounds of time. Okay. That sounds good. I don't know why you gotta be like that. Serena Agony and Hokabichu quipped about crazy Go Shocks. I don't know what that is. What the hell's a Go Shock? You crazy kids and your street vernaculars. I know you're a minor break risk, but we have shit to do. Everybody's hanging out. Shared a word about hammers. They were talking about laundry. Man, it's tough out there, huh? Bad day at the office. Him being a night owl and a technical hunter by trade is good because it means that he gets like the initial shot when they're sleeping. Come on, little piggies. Little piggies. We do need recreation variety. So let's do that. Let's put down 1 instance of recreation. Horseshoe pin is where? Horseshoe pin. We can have a horseshoe pin collection. Where? Does it really matter all that much? Let's do. We can have like a horseshoe throwing thing here, I guess. 2 horseshoes. Like a horseshoe hall, maybe? Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. We'll do horseshoes there. And then a few stools here, because they don't have to be there the whole time. That's where it is, right? Yeah. That's the horseshoe lane. Then to make sure that there's absolutely no throwing from any other distance, we'll just. It's like a bowling alley, essentially, but for horseshoes. Wow, Liam Newman got level 4 in shooting. Huzzah! What an amazing development. We really should, at this point, have walls. It is exceptionally dangerous for us not to have walls right now. And at the same time, I'm chilling. No. Do not build that. And also, don't build that. Some good-looking stools, brother. How about instead of one horseshoe, we have like 5 million horseshoes? Actually, it says that they can throw horseshoes at one thing. So that's okay. She's also building really fast. I do need you to take shit over there quickly, though. I do need that. Ancient mech. Passing near the remnants of an ancient exostrider mechanoid. Liam Newman noticed an intact transponder. If you get to the transponder, you can read valuable information from it. The massive mech is smashed and fused into a solid piece. The incendiary weapon cell look unstable and likely detonate after you do some damage. Okay. Very good. I ain't about that right now. I ain't about that. Where is that wolf? The wolf is getting closer. I hate that. The poison crew raiders are attacking, and they are attacking immediately. It should just be one guy. Right? Just Quinn? Quinn, do you have anything I should be worried about? You're a wimp, and you're delicate. I don't think that things are going to go down for you very well here. But that's okay. Pretty much as soon as I shoot this person, they're going to go down. Let's park you outside. Prison crew. Right there. We'll go out to meet you. We'll meet you halfway. Is that an ancient tank? Ruined APC. We're going to separate a little bit. Just in case. Holy shit, he has a gun. Can you guys shoot then, please? Okay, he's down, but we took a shot. Thankfully, nothing got shot off. That could have been really bad. Yeah, just no, leave them to die. Yeah, no, leave him to die. We'll do haul urgently on this stuff. We'll just let him bleed out. That's fine. Let him bleed out. We need to get you to a doctor pretty much right away. No, don't clean barracks. I need you to rest. Build copy. Here, and then set it to medical. Liam, fucking rest. Like now. Like you need to get tended. My man's is dripping blood right now. That's not good. Now, ideally, Hokubishu should snap an action. Right? Gathering beer to haul to inventory? No, help him. Yeah, prioritize tending. I mean, Hall Plus is meant to be like ignore everything. So maybe that's not good to have on the doctor. We'll remove the Hall Plus on you. Okay, how you doing on health now? Okay, you are tended. Transport pod crash. Malingerer named Williams is crashing into transport pod nearby. As she survives the impact, she will be badly wounded. Okay, well, this is quickly becoming a hospital. Build copy, so true. Medical. Holding platforms needed. Build holding platforms or place holding spots to contain and study captured entities. How about nah? How about nah right now? This is a charity incident. If you turn Williams away, believers with charitable beliefs will be unhappy. Okay, where? Okay, Williams. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna place the sleeping spot literally right where you are. We're gonna mark it medical. And then we're going to tend to you. Yes? Cannot capture. No reachable. Unreserved. Rest until healed. Cannot finish off Williams. Rescue Williams. Rest till healed. I just want to heal her. Liam is not in danger. Yes. He just has a gunshot to his rib cage, but he's okay. He's not bleeding out anymore. That's the important thing. I thought I could just like put a sleeping spot down and then they could just, for colonists, for anyone. Only set for prisoners. Okay, well, it's not exactly gonna be great for me if they die within 7 hours. So rescue, please. Rescue immediately. You need to get over there, like, right now. They're gonna bleed out. Why the fuck are they all the way over here? Can you tend to them, please? Assign wildlife. Manage food policies. Apparel policies. How do I set how you handle other entities? No. Work? No. Manage areas? No. Apparel policies? Wildlife? Research? It's not any of these. History? Rocket Man. That's something else. No, that's not it either. Allow food. Lavish. Social. Bio. Needs. Health. Death in 6 hours? Okay, it's not that bad. Social. Gear. Log. Badge. Bio. Where the fuck is what I'm thinking of? As the game's gotten more complicated, it's become increasingly harder to figure out where things are, even if you know, even if you know where they are. Generally, even though you know that it exists, that the option exists. I could have sworn there was a way to tend them right then and there, but apparently not. Okay, well, the visitors can wait. There sure is a lot of dragging back to base. Okay, don't tend them. Tend them instead. What are you doing? Use. If this person dies because you can't be fucked. Okay, good. Okay, they've stabilized. We've saved a pod refugee. We have not recruited them. Guess. Okay, guess can receive herbal medicine or worse. Now, can I try to recruit them? I think they have a chance to join, but they're not guaranteed to. You can rescue her and hope she joins freely, or capture her for recruitment or slavery purposes. Probably not going to do that one. Look at this. Look at this RTX rain, dude. Shit. You're still bleeding out on the ground? Death in 1 hour? That's fine. Rest in peace. I hardly knew you. Do be extremely spacious. Infection chance multiplier for room 62%. I can imagine because you're. I can imagine. There's just a bunch of random shit all over the place. How are you doing? Okay, it showed me the infection chance for you. But why not for you? Log, gear, social, bio, needs. Now it's not showing me the infection chance. Oh, it showed me the infection chance for the sleeping spot. I understand. Say no more, King. We need to light this up with wall torch lamps, so let's do that now. We'll do this, and then this, and then we will do probably this, maybe, for lore, and this, and then that should be good. It's a lot of wall torches, but we have no electricity to set up yet. Look at them play horseshoes! If that ain't kawaii as shit, I don't know what is. Granted, they're doing it in the dark, which is rough. I feel for them. How about you prioritize the the wall torches so people can see? patches. Welcome in, Raknai. Shout out Raknai Killer. We have, so something interesting is that we have 2,000 drop frames from somewhere. I have not changed my settings whatsoever in the back end to cause these drop frames. So it has to do with something in my area that's causing these drop frames. I don't know what it could be, but you have all lost 0.3% of your viewing pleasure, and for that, I'm sorry. Hopefully you got it all out in one shot. So far, we're recovering pretty well. Nobody's infected. Also, nobody lost any limbs, which is really good. Minor break risk. Imagine Dragons. I do hope this fourth person joins. What are their skills? Bio? They're extremely good with animals, and they're actually somewhat interested in shooting. They are incapable of dumb labor, though, which is really bad, but not necessarily the worst if we can get them to be constructive in other ways. It doesn't really look like it. They were a bully in the beginning, which made them better at shooting. Like, as a child, they were a bully, and they are a malingerer. They feigned sickness in order to avoid their responsibilities while resting in the sick hut. She told stories to the children. So basically, she was an asshole when she was a kid, and then she didn't want to participate in doing anything when she was older. So great colonists. Should be very productive. Make me food. I, too, am getting hungry. But I don't think that my beautiful wife would handle it well if I was like, hey, I'm hungry. Can you, like, please... Can you please go get me snackies? I don't think she would respond well to that. I'm hungry. So far, we've made literally no progress in our growing situation, which disturbs me. But I suppose that's okay. How are we doing on our wildlife, on our killing? Let's kill some more of these wild boars. I'm hungry and I need these sleebies.
The missile is very tired.
Why is this outside?
The missile has had a very long day of splashing bandits and wants to take just a small sleep.
Why have you not brought this inside? We're gonna disallow these packages now that we have
Mibsile
meals.
Sleepy and need bed by time. The missile is currently experiencing critical levels of being a sleepy little guy and needs to go to bed.
We're gonna do
he is retired and needs to sleep.
in here.
Just a little sleeping time as a treat.
They're eventually going to remove all these torch lamps and replace them with actual lamps once we have an electricity situation set up. They are vomiting, and why? They are drinking and beer, which is okay.
Bibcause skeegee. Neebs to falafel asleep. Nini time.
I should order food, me too. Let's spread ahead. Now you're a sandwich. An idiot sandwich? Let me turn the lighting situation off. Why have we slowed down time? Is it because Liam Newman is awake? Why is he throwing up? Can we not? Can we not throw up? Let us actually... Let's do this. We're not doing good, by the way. Like, this is all fanciful stuff right now. We should have a workshop up so we can make blocks and use them to make walls. Right now, we're extremely vulnerable to almost anything. But so far, nothing awful has happened. Liam Newman is, colonists. Did you just smoke? Did you smoke so quickly that you collapsed? Oh, you have major food poisoning. That's not good. Rescue Liam Newman. You have major food poisoning? Yeah, no, just put Liam upside down in his bed. Yeah, just sleep it off, buddy. Just sleep it off. How many meals have you made so far? It says you have 6, but it's also not in any stockpile. But you have not made all the meals that you can, which is okay. What is this? Can we not do this? Wooden small shelf, clear. Critical, clear, wood. We want this to be a dedicated wood shelf so that you can just take wood and shove it right into the furnace. Brain stop there for a second, don't mind me. We can also make a door out. It's not a bad idea. Do a little door here. So that way they don't have to go into the freezer in order to leave. This seems like an excessive waste of time. So far there's vomit everywhere. Have a Dorito chat. There's vomit everywhere in the sleeping/hospital area. But we're doing better than it seems. I promise you, we're doing better than it seems. How much wood do we have? 278. That's not going to be nearly enough. Furniture, floors. We need to clean this up at least a little bit. And this is going to be 762 wood. 762 wood, and we're gonna need to wood this, and wood this, and wood that, and this, and this. So we need like a billion wood is what we're looking at. We need like a billion wood. we need like a billion wood. So what do we do about that? Cut plants? No. Unforbid? No. Chop wood? That is what we need. So we'll deforest everything that is going to be in these other greenhouse areas just because it happens to be close. And then we'll clear an area for a workshop. And slash fucking warehouse, actual warehouse area. Because we're going to need an actual warehouse area. So we'll clear all this shit over here. All this wood. Liam Newman is no longer capable of walking. Yeah, but should you be up, though? Your food poisoning is recovering, but what does that mean? Rest still healed, not injured. I guess you just have to walk it off. Yeah, Liam, where's your gun? Liam, where'd you put your gun? Liam? Liam, where's your rifle? Liam Chan? Liam, where'd you put the rifle, bud? Where'd you put the rifle? Liam, buddy? Liam, we need to talk. Where's your rifle, bud? Oh, it's right there. Okay. It's probably not going to make you very good at shooting if you're recovering from if you're recovering from food poisoning, but that's okay. Sometimes that's just how the dice rolls. Serena got a level 8 construction. Love that for me and for her. So far, so good. It's coming together. Look at our little place. So we'll make workshop. We'll make workshop, and then we'll start crafting blocks, and then we will start working on a wall, a kill zone, a pseudo kill zone, because I don't like to do big convoluted kill zones, even though that's exactly what a flat map requires, essentially. Then we'll work on a power situation. We actually need research also. We need a research table. We need all sorts of stuff. We need a research room too. Yes, go get the ball, yes. Yes! Yeah, so how is chat doing? Are you doing okay? Make sure that you're eating and take care of your basic needs. It's very important, little babies. It's very, very important. Make sure that you're getting your drinky poos. Make sure that you're getting your snacky doodles. If you want, if it would please you, I can do a Here Comes the Airplane type thing. A new quest has become available. It's called the Fleeing Dame. If you don't accept it within 2 days. This is a charity quest? Oh, I can't deny it, dude. Oh, I've made my people charitable. They're gonna get mad at me if I don't do this. She escaped, but she's being followed by a man-hunting guinea pig.
I'm a clown.
Somebody come quick!
Venerina wants you to keep her safe at Big Bussy Basitos for a few hours until her shuttle can come pick her up. She will bestow 8 honor on whoever accepts this quest. This is enough honor to receive the royal title of yeoman and all benefits that come with it, including the first level of psychic powers. Can I accept it with... Who has, like, actual psychic ability, though? You want somebody that has good social stats to be the psychic one, because eventually if they get enough royal titles, then they start doing less and less labor. Which sucks. That sucks for me. Hokubishu is good for this, I think. Because I think you can use psychic powers, even if, like, offensive psychic powers, even if you're capable of violent. Unless I'm totally misreading how that works. So I can create violence. Oh, I need to add you to the colonist list. This is what I need to do, actually. If you've enjoyed all these words that have come out of my mouth and you want to see more of it and hear more of it with your meat parts, make sure you mash that follow button. Every single follow makes a big difference. I appreciate you. You're more than a number. You're more than a number to me. I never take it for granted. I personally tuck you in into bed at night. That's what I do for each of my 500 plus followers. Ruffles. Do you want to be called Ruffly Bear in this? Do you want to be called Ruffly Bear, or do you want to be called Ruffles in game, assuming that you get chosen? I'm gonna do Ruffly Bear, even though you're Ruffles to me. Airplane me, Papa. I pick up X-ray and then I freaking spike her like a basketball on the ground. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We need to accept the quest. I just airplane you normally. Except with Hokubishu. And then she is going to join on the map. You're a recon sniper? Why the fuck are you running away from... Recon sniper named Veranda has arrived and is joining the colony. Temporarily, she's joining the colony. Bio, shooting, dumb labor. Okay, I need you to... Do you have any weapons? Words of trust. Speak to the prisoner while using psychic suggestion to reduce their resistance to recruitment. This can only reduce the prisoner's sentence, but cannot recruit them. Me, Ruffles, have I died yet? You're not in it. You need to be in it to win it. I can't name this person. I can name this person, but they're gonna leave anyway, so I don't want to do that. We need to kill the manhunting guinea pig. We're going to recruit her. Gonna recruit her and send her over here. And then the manhunting guinea pig should enter and follow her. There it is. We're gonna let the manhunting guinea pig get a little bit closer. Hokubishu, through an agony, join outside. You come out here. Do you actually try to defend yourself? Your shooting is really good. I'll let you equip the machine pistol. I'm praying to God that you're gonna drop it when you leave. Okay. You are armed, you are armed, you are armed. Everybody come outside. And then just position yourselves in a tactical formation. Look at the spinny move they did with the animation. That's cool. Okay, I don't think this guinea pig is long for this world. It's going after Serena. Okay, it looks like that's it. What an amazing battle. I thought that was a close one, chat. What about you? Helicopter X-ray specs? Don't do that to X-ray specs. You're so uncouth. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? We're gonna convert this back to normal room. Even though you're here temporarily, we're going to treat it as if you're not. Copy, paste here, and then are you incapable of anything? Bio, you're incapable of dumb labor? That sucks. Construction, we're gonna temporarily set you to construction. Gonna copy, actually we're gonna copy directly off of you. Construct, and we're going to paste you here. And we're gonna say construct, and then in the meantime, we're gonna set Serena to number 2 construction, and then have her focus on growing, because we definitely need to do that. We need to have you focus on growing. We need some amount of plans coming in. Shuttle arrived. The shuttle has arrived to collect Veranda. Okay, that was short-lived. I thought you were actually going to do something for me. That's my mistake, believing that you're going to be a productive member of the society. Williams is still recovering. Hopefully this could be our 4th person. Where's the shuttle coming? Shuttle has landed right outside the front door. Okay. Can I take anything off of you? Are you going to get mad if I do that? Let's save, because I don't know what this interaction is going to be like. New arrivals. I know this is going to sound weird, Veneranda, but for saving you from the guinea pig, I want you to give me... The person refuses to drop this? Then fucking get in the car and leave, bitch. You piece of shit. Are you just gonna leave? Get in shuttle. Get out of my face. Get out of here. I didn't want you around here anyway. Development points changed from 3 to 4. So once we do enough belief system consistent things, we'll get a development point, which we can then spend because of the way that I have this set up, we can spend it on upgrading our philosophy or our belief system, or our religion, or our ideology, whatever you want, whatever term you want to use. Yeah, get out of here. I'm wasting my goddamn time with this guinea pig. We received the title of freeholder from the refugee empire. The title of freeholder cannot be inherited. If she dies, no one will inherit this title. So a new quest has become available. It's called Hoku Bishu's Yeoman Bussy title. 12 yeomen in the power of a level 1 sidelink at a bestowing ceremony. The bestower will arrive by shuttle and perform the ceremony. The bestower will only gain a title if the throne room requires to satisfy. There's a chance of getting extra honor depending on how many viewers attend the ceremony. Additionally, every viewer gains a mood bonus. You could betray the bestower to steal Silink. For neuroformers, this will make the refugee empire your enemy. If you miss or fail the ceremony, there'll be another opportunity. Okay, can I just do this? Accept. I've accepted it. I thought that it was gonna... okay. Sure. Reward preferences. I can accept goodwill or honor, or I can accept for something else. I'll accept. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna do a ceremony. Can I control where the ceremony is gonna be? Zone, structure, miscellaneous. Caravan hitching spot. In the middle of the hospital / vomiting area. Egg box, no. Sarcophagus, no. Party spot, no. Ideology, ritual spot. Loudspeaker, gibbet cage, skull spike. Okay, apparently you're just emptying out here. There must be a better way of doing this. Hokuvishu, are you ready to get adorned with the capabilities of the Empire? Are you ready to get psychically linked? Are you just hanging out in my table area? Okay. Begin bestowing ceremony. Expected quality is 20%. It's because outcome chances at 20%. Either everybody is going to be pissed that they attended this in a shitty area for 6 days. There's a 33% chance that people are going to get a positive mood or a negative mood at 14%. So it's basically like an 80% chance to not be shit. Categorically. That's fine. Begin. Okay, bestow upon me rituals. Ritual brain powers. Do it. Give it to me. I hunger. I hunger for brain knowledge. The psychic me. They talked about swimming. Ooh. How'd it go? Bestowing quality ceremony was 20%. Outcome chances. She received no extra honor since there were many spectators. Okay, but what happened? Okubishu gained a first level of Psylink. She's now a Psycaster. To use psychic powers, they must build up psychic focus through meditation. The effectiveness of this meditation is increased. They can focus on a specific object. Okay, but how... But how was it? Was it a good ceremony? Was it a bad ceremony? I guess I just have to click and see. Needs? Comfortable? Received spacious interior? I don't know. I don't know how it went. I don't know how it went. I don't know if it was good or not. Okay. I did want to wait to see if this person was gonna recover. I am starving. I am about to eat myself from the inside out. So I'm gonna stop here and go get food because my wife is also probably starving. If you enjoyed this even a little bit, consider following. It matters a ton to me personally on like a dopamine, endorphin, psychological level. If you like this a lot and have the means, consider subscribing. Every single penny feeds back into the channel, making it bigger and better somehow. Next stream is going to be tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're going to be playing OG Final Fantasy VII on the PC with voice acting and up-res texture mods. And yeah, apparently we're like 70% of the way through the game, which is wild to me how much progress that you can make when you aren't doing any of the side quests at all and you're just blitzing to the end. All right, let's find somebody to send you guys out to. Let's send you over to... it's been a while since we've raided out to Gertchie or Lazy Kitty Strawberry. Let's send you over to Gertchie. Let's send you over to Gertchie. She is super fun, nice, and calming, and knows infinitely more than you or I ever will about plants. Raid Gertchie. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Bye. Bye. I am so unbelievably hungry. Bye. Next Rimworld is probably going to be next week on Saturday. Bye.
Welcome to the bonfire.
Thank you so much, Sleep Masa. I'm sorry we're raiding out right now. Thank you for being here. Yay, middle of D&D sub.
Yay,
I'm sorry.
middle
Thank you for the
D&D
subscription.
sub.
Greatly appreciate it. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, friends. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.